What do you mean by that? Like seriously, what do you mean by that? It don't matter what he is. He's still my kid. Funny, funny. That's funny right there, Cheshire. But what do you mean by that? Hmm? What's that supposed to mean? Is because my son makes a few mistakes in life and makes him a loser? Okay. So that's why that boy's working two jobs, the same job, two different shifts, and takes care of his home. But he's a loser, right? Fuck on with that shit, bro. Ay, ay, ay. Go to sleep. Yeah, right? But thank you guys for being here. Listen, I only come up to show this shit because it just irritates me, okay? I'm not gonna scream, I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna rant and rave. But this shit is from the sixth, from 6/24/21. All right? And people over here want questions, blah blah blah, this, that, and everything else. Bro, just leave my fucking kid alone, okay? It's not hard. Who gives a goddamn? I don't give a shit. Exactly. Nah, I ain't going to bed. The grandbabies ain't sleeping yet. Just saying. But no, on a legit note, like, bro, come on, just grow up. Like, you act like everybody acts like they kids ain't some been doing some dumb shit. Y'all act like you ain't been through some dumb shit when you were in your teens. Grow the fuck up, man. Hell yeah, Pam. Hell yeah. Oh, Paula. Sorry. Hell yeah, Paula. You get over here. Get up here. Get your white get your purple headed demon ass up here. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. I'm always being good. I'm just trying to kill this shit before I go on vacation, bro. Like for real. I don't want to take all this haterade and all this blah 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 on a family vacay, man. Like I really don't. I'm too. I'm just too tired, man. I've been running this drama shit for the better part of 2 years. I'm just tired. I'm going on vacation with the family. I don't want to lug this baggage with me. So if you want to come up and say something, the link's right there. Come up and fucking say something and go about your day. Okay? I don't want to handle the bullshit no more. Don't worry, they're on a timeout. I don't play that bullshit. I don't care. Everybody makes mistakes, bro. How you gonna learn if you don't make a mistake? Hmm? But come on. But nah, knowledge. If you still here, you can take that link. I ain't gonna yell at you today. I ain't got the strength for it this evening. I really don't. I don't have the strength to be screaming and yelling at nobody, man. I'm tired. That's all. I'm just tired. Just leave my kid alone. It's not hard. Leave him alone. He said what he had to say today to the proper people to slag the fuck off. All right? And I agree. I didn't want to come up and do this tonight. I didn't. Like, I'm just done. I'm tired. Like, no more, no less. The constant bickering back and fucking forth for the last for the last like 2.5 years, bro. I'm just over it. Yo, what up, dude? But I'm just over it. I'm over the bickering. I'm over the choose this side, choose that side shit. I'm done with it, bro. Hold on. There you are. What up?
I don't know. I just what?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Mm,
All right, I'm just over this bullshit.
yeah,
2.5 years of bickering with fucking you, Mama Bear, this motherfucker, that motherfucker. My shit get thrown out there. Your shit going thrown out there. Tim, Joe, Billy, Bob, whoever shit getting thrown out there. I'm just done with all of it, man. I'm tired.
I don't blame you. I'm tired of it, and I ain't been doing it half as long as you.
I'm just tired, man. I've been up here doing my. I've been up here trying to do right, but trying to protect my kid from these hater raids. Guess what? He's 18. Tag, you're it. I'm
From
tired.
what?
From
Protect them from what?
all these people being hater raids, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm just tired. Dad's tired. Dad's just tired.
Yeah. I still wouldn't let motherfuckers near them. You know what I mean?
I just don't want to
So all
take
they're
all
gonna
this.
do is tell them to fuck up.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm going on vacation this weekend. I'm just tired.
Hmm. Yeah, so am I.
I mean, I got
Well,
fam.
not going on vacation, but tired.
Right, but I mean, you going out spending time with family somewhere where your kids ain't never been. Like,
Hmm.
bro, you don't need to bring
Yeah.
all that baggage with you.
Oh hell no! If I was your old lady, I'd smack the phone right out your hand if you picked it up.
Oh,
I'd be
not
like,
not even.
uh-uh.
Oh no, no, I'm picking it up. I'm gonna take some pictures, take some
Well, yeah,
clip bit
that kind of
videos,
shit.
share it with the peoples.
Mm.
But it's just I went up here and it popped in my fucking news feed. Somebody popping off about June 4th of 2021, and it's like, bro, just leave the fucking kid alone, man. He don't owe
What's
any fucking.
what's June for?
Tabby pulled up a conversation between Candace and Hunter from the from June 4th of 21, and was running her mouth about it. And it's like, bro, just leave him the fuck alone. He don't owe anybody an explanation. He told the Ellie, he told the TBI what was up, and that's all that
Mm.
should matter.
Mm. I mean, righteously, yeah, but inquiring minds want to know, but they don't have the right to know unless he wants to fucking tell them.
My point exactly, and he doesn't. By technicality, he don't have to tell nobody nothing.
Mm-mm. No, no.
And at the end of the day, I'm just tired of the same repeatation over and over and over.
Mm.
And
Yeah, it's not for nothing. It's a bit fucking old, and the shit with you, regardless of what came out your mouth or whatever. I heard somebody laughing the other day about how they thought it was funny when they were blaming it on me, and then real snide says, "Oh, well, I never called. I just sent emails."
what's the difference?
What do you mean? What's the difference?
What's the
The
difference
difference is,
between emailing and phone calling? What's the difference? It's
well,
basically the same
there's not much
thing.
of a difference. There's not much of a difference at all. But the fact that that person thinks it was fucking funny and all this bullshit between you and me because of me supposedly making all those fucking calls,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty fucked up. And then you want to sit there and read my kid's shit off, and then the next day when somebody asks you why my name's coming up, you're like, "Oh, I don't know." Oh, you don't? Well, let me show you real quick. But now she
But
wants to throw strikes on me for putting her shit out there.
oh, I
Well,
saw that.
yeah, three of them, like for the dumbest reasons. I'm like, you got
But
to be insane.
listen, here's the twisted part about it.
Hmm.
It may be it's all yes, granted, it's all public information, but
Hmm.
the way it was put out and presented, it wasn't as a strike, it wasn't as an attack. It's all public
Yo,
information. Read the
it was a
paper.
lot nicer than she put mine out. She
But I'm
put
saying
fucking wrong shit out on me and put spins on it. I read the facts out. You know what
that's
I
what
mean?
I'm saying. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You want to pull up receipts, you read every detail, and
Yep.
that's why when I pulled up the shit that I got, I made sure it was on screen and big enough for everybody to see. As Mama
Mm,
Bear's reading it off and putting her own spin on it, and I just sat there like, okay, I'm not
mm.
getting involved in that one, but I
Well,
left it up there for everybody to see, black and white, of what
yep.
was being said,
Yep. But
so that way it couldn't come back to bite me in the ass. Listen, Georgia, I gotta say, love is love. If Ziggy and Fred are happy, let them be happy. I don't care.
right, as long as it ain't affecting anybody, it shouldn't really fucking matter. But
At the
yeah,
end,
I don't know. I think I might do a fact filled live this evening because
well, I don't know what anybody's doing. I just come up. They want to just tell people. I just don't want no more bullshit. I'm going on vacation
well, there's no reason why it should come back on you because
because
as long as you ain't
it all starts with me popping out the information. It gets handed to me, and
not the information I have. I
no, no,
didn't get
no.
no information from you.
I'm saying any information that's given to me on certain people, I
Mm-hmm,
put it out there. I don't wait. They
mm-hmm,
want me to wait. I don't wait. I pop that cork like a motherfucker. I don't
mm-hmm,
care.
mm-hmm.
But I make sure that I have the pages, I have everything there on literally on my screen, so that
Yep.
way I can show visual proof of what I am
Oh
talking
yeah,
about. Oh,
absolutely.
I'm going to Gloucester with the family, and then Sunday we're
Did
redoing the
you check
backyard.
that though? Because like you said, Massachusetts though, right?
Yeah, I think
Not
it's
okay.
one of the
All
two.
right.
I don't know. Evan's been there a few times. He'd know.
Well, I'm hoping you're not thinking Gloucester, New Jersey, because if you are, you're
No,
going
we're
to the
going
hood.
to the. No, we're going to the. We're not going to the hood. We're going to the ocean.
Yeah, good. Because like Gloucester, New Jersey is, well, there's Gloucester County,
Yeah.
and then in Camden County is Gloucester City, which, if you're going there, you might as well just stay home. You
Nah,
know
nah,
what I
nah.
mean?
It's a town by the it's a town by the ocean. That's part. I never really looked it up,
Yeah, then
but
it's not Gloucester City.
no, but no.
Gloucester City's like right on the Schuylkill River, though.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
no. We're going there Saturday, and then Sunday we're redoing the backyard for the kids. It's summertime, bro.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got a full size trampoline back there. We're getting a 4 foot pool. We're getting
Cool.
shoes. We're getting a horseshoe pit. I mean, I
You
just
should
don't.
dig the pool like 2 feet down. That way the sides don't
Well,
give in.
I
Mm,
would, but I'm in the city and it's not my property.
yeah, that's true too. Kind of
That's
sucks.
that's the only issue with it, is that if
Uh,
it was my property, if I was in the city, I could legally do it. But given I
yeah.
don't own it, I can't do it. Now we're driving the 4.5 hours just for a day visit.
Are you leaving the night before?
No, we're leaving that morning. We'll be there by 1. We'll be back home by
Yeah.
like 9:10.
Love it. Yeah, that's not bad.
Nah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was supposed to go down to Seattle City this weekend, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't feel like it. I'm antisocial.
Right?
Yeah.
But no, it just means I gotta take 2 of my anxiety pills instead of 1. I hate people.
Mm.
But
Yeah, I can't. I'm not good in social settings anymore. I get like so, and it's ignorance that gets me. Like people are just so fucking ignorant. I'm like, you're
it's the dirty
grown.
looks.
Like you fucking know better. Like and I just
It's the
I
dirty
have a
looks.
problem with my huh?
It's the dirty looks.
Well, not just that. I mean, like people, you be sitting at a table eating or some shit. People just like reach across you, like to grab the side. Like, yo, like I don't mind letting you use. Don't reach the fuck over my food. Like it's just ignorant.
Oh yeah,
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
nah.
Yeah,
It's like be more polite about what you do.
yeah. You know what I mean? Carry yourself right. Can't carry yourself right, then maybe you ought not be out in public. You
So
know?
yeah. So today I hit my new piercing with my brother's fucking trunk door.
What'd you get pierced?
I got my belly button done.
Your what?
I got my belly button done.
What the fuck?
My 13-year-old got it done, and she felt a little ousted about it. So to make her feel comfortable, I got mine done.
Oh, dude, no. Like, what's your old lady say about that?
She actually thought it was a good idea because her daddy wouldn't do anything for her. So
Well, I mean, yes and no, but like, take it the fuck out.
nah, fuck. It's there. It's gonna stay there. Fuck it. I don't care.
Oh my God. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Listen,
That's pretty.
piercings I can do. I got no
Yeah,
problems with piercings.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I don't.
it's not the first time I had my belly button done in my lifetime.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, when I got my tatas pierced, I was talking. My son was in the next cubicle, and
mm,
I was talking to him about something. And the chick's like, "Oh my god, like you didn't even flinch." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I looked down, and it was pierced. I'm like, "Oh my god, right? This is fucked up. Trigger warning." And
yeah,
she
no,
looked at me and like nods, like go pierce. Other. I'm like, "Oh hell no, all's good in the hood."
right.
My kid's like, "Mom."
Well, listen. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes listen. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
And
hell, I was not doing that. Fuck no.
I got some stupid character from a show. They'll probably stop watching in another 6 months. Tattooed to my leg
Mm,
because my son wanted it done.
mm,
I
yeah,
mean, you know what I mean? What's good for the goose is good for the rest of them. I
yeah.
told my 11-year-old if I still had hair, I'd dye it with her.
There you go.
I mean,
Do little patches, like blue on the sides and purple in the center.
I told her I'll just go get a permanent. I'll just go get a toupee done.
Oh God,
And then
yeah,
I
they
said,
never look right. Like
no,
it's the same as guys dyeing their hair. It just doesn't blend like it does women's hair. It looks, you can always tell, dude. At least I
yeah.
can. It's wet.
But
Yeah.
listen,
Mm,
I even looked at the old lady and I said, listen, after we get our house, I want to go get
mm.
that surgery done to where my hair where they fix my hairline and shit, and I get my natural hair back.
The hair follicle things.
Yeah,
It's
I want to get.
implant.
Yep, I want to get that done so I can have my natural hair back because listen, back in the day in my late teens, early 20s, I had some nice hair.
Go get some shit with retina in it.
It doesn't work.
Oh, how about tree tea oil?
Nope. I tried it
Oh,
all.
really?
Yeah,
Maybe that. Oh.
genetics.
Was your dad bald?
He is now.
How old was he when he went bald?
He was actually about a year younger than me.
Oh, you're fucked.
That's why I said I want to go get that Bosley or
Yeah.
whatever shit done.
Did they still? I know they don't make the commercials anymore, but they still do that.
There's
Hair
one.
Club for Men.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
this
just a
guy.
client. I own the company.
Nah, the there's a guy that I watched on YouTube about 6 months ago. Went
Uh-huh.
and got his done, and he was balding worse than I am, and it came back beautifully.
Oh, yeah. I won again.
Would you win?
We have reviewed your content and determined that it may not be suitable for viewers under the age of 18 per our community guidelines. As a result, we're age restricting the following content, Dora.
Oh, somebody tried to age restrict me, and I fought it, and I
Oh
said,
no, she
okay.
tried to strike me, like strike me, and they just put it under age restricted.
Oh, you can fight that anyway.
I'm going to. I'm going to. And the thing is with false strikes,
Uh,
you get a certain amount of them, and bye bye.
yeah. Well, listen, I'm not like we had our run. Both of us had our fights with each
Mm-hmm.
other. 2 times over. It's done. It's over with. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Bear crossed a few dozen lines, and I don't
Oh
like it.
yeah,
And
yes you did.
I'm just done with it. I'm done with it right now because I just don't want to bring all that on a family trip.
No, I wouldn't either. Just like that too much.
Oh
It's
yeah,
funny.
and then listen, I know not a lot of people watched my VR shit, but listen, I was having fun with my kid. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, do you with your kid, dude? Like, don't listen to any of these fucking
Dude,
people in
he's
here.
the
Just,
one that asked me to record it. He's the one that
mm-hmm.
asked me to go live on it. I'm like, all right, fuck it,
Yeah,
send it.
yeah. That's cool though. I mean, maybe you can get like a gaming following with that and shit, and take it somewhere.
Well, that was the whole purpose of having a channel to
Mm-hmm.
begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But Hunter got wrapped up in something, and then I had to use it for this drama bullshit, and it's like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my lord. And
Mm-hmm.
we all got our get a wig. Hell no. Um, but
Dude, no. Yeah.
but we all have our own communities. Yes, they intertwine with others, and it's
Mhm.
like, holy shit, man. Why should any of our subs have to pick and choose between us just because we're beefing?
Well,
Like, who
yeah, but
gives
see,
a
your shit's a little different, dude. Like where I'm sitting right now.
Mm.
She started like a lot of that shit between you and me was because of what she was fucking doing, and she thought she was slick. Then she compiled a bunch of other shit on there she thought she was slick about. So, like,
But here's the thing,
she's
though.
the one who actually drugged my fucking kids into this shit. So, you know.
Hmm. But here's the thing, though. Here's my thing.
Mm,
She not only got me and you beefing, Dippy got involved for no fucking. Dippy got thrown in there for no reason.
mm,
Lips was doing very well, staying, keeping you out of her mouth, and then all of a sudden she got thrown back into it, and it's like, where the fuck is all this coming from? And then all of a sudden, bam, head of the goddamn serpent right there, and it's like, bro, I
oh
can't.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, tell me how, yeah, like how you married to a motherfucker for 17 years, right?
Mm.
Now one of your kids are his. Motherfucker ain't even dead a year. You're already shacked the fuck up and he's sitting on the shelf.
Well, at the end of the day, each its own.
That's cold. That's fucking cold, man. Like literally.
Oh,
Fuck.
Chris, you remember good old Chris from back in the day, right? When I first started
The,
coming around.
the chick, Chris?
Yeah,
Like I've seen a couple videos with her,
yeah.
I wasn't
Well,
really
Mama
watching
Bear's
you way
going
back.
after her. Well, listen, Mama Bear's
For
going
what?
after her too.
Mm. Why? Because Mama Bear filtered money through her account?
I don't know. I don't
Uh,
know what. I don't know. But listen, her beef, her issues is her issues. I just need her
mm,
to stop talking about my kid.
mm.
Her
What?
and
Who's
her
she
little
talking
homies
about
got to
now?
shut up about my kid because I'm
Why?
being nice.
What's she talking about him now for?
Because her little homies are got it in their head that Hunter had something to do with it, and it's
Oh
like,
well. Oh, hold up. Like less than 6 months ago, she started all this shit because she was so heartfelt that Hunter had absolutely nothing to do with it.
and now she's singing the same old tune she did before.
Yeah, well, this bitch is like unstable, bro. Like seriously unstable.
Well, I'm just hoping. Listen, as earlier, I put out a thing. I misworded it, but I put out a thing that I was just. I'm done for a bit. I got it. I
Hmm.
want to. I want to be with family. I'm
Hmm.
just done with the drama. I can't. I don't want to do it no more.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still like I mean, when you're that gung ho 1 minute and then you completely flip the script, that's not getting into drama. You can't help but observe that's fucking unstable. Like, how can you be
Yeah.
so
I mean,
heartfelt and determined that
in
no
under
possible way?
in under 24 hours, everything went from decency between everybody,
Mm,
including you,
mm,
to World War fucking 97 in under 12 fucking hours. Because that's exactly how
mm,
long it was after after the live
mm.
um, happened
Which,
that the
which
World War
live?
started. The last good live we had before the war.
You and me?
Hello, I'm the one who. Well, yes, the one that was grooming kids. Well, that's more BS from Mama Bear's side.
Who's grooming kids?
Apparently, Chris is being accused of grooming children.
Yeah, but like you got to consider the source. We're talking about somebody who's fucking less than 3 feet away from her kids and telling everybody how they're beneath her. Like, what the fuck you sweating that shit for? She's already showed her true
Well,
colors.
the thing about it is no more than maybe 3 hours after I put out the last live, the last little
Mm,
short one I did, saying I
mm,
was just done.
yeah,
Um,
I,
she
I
put
can't
up
tell.
a fucking community post calling truce.
Too late
Well, her issues
for
right
you.
now.
That's your choice. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
But
listen, like I said, I don't want to bring all that baggage on a family
mm-mm,
vacation,
absolutely, I don't blame you. I
and
wouldn't either. Like, you know
and
what I mean? Fuck all that.
oh yeah, and oh, yeah, that's why she said look at the source. She understood what I meant, Dippy.
Who?
Dippy was saying Mama Bear said that Chris was grooming her kids.
I never heard that. I don't. You know, I've only heard a little bit about Chris, and I mean, besides a little bit that Lip says, but I don't. I don't put no water in that fucking cup. But I haven't really heard
I
anything bad
have to
about it.
say I am kind of suspicious of the president of their organization. That's
Uh,
my personal
yeah,
opinion.
yeah, yeah.
Um, he
I mean,
has
when you purposely gather together with the intention of purely fucking with people, like right off the bat, you got to be suspicious of that.
hmm
That's the whole motivation of that whole fucking clique. So, like, then they're going to scream, "Oh, well, you don't talk about who the fuck would trust you? Fuck out of here with that shit."
I agree. Sorry,
Yeah,
my speed mouse is acting up again.
I have
It's
no
fine.
idea what that is.
A speed mouse is one basically if you
Oh,
click
mouse. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
speed mouse is if you click a certain like the top or the left side or right side, it will literally open pages or close your page down or add new tabs to your
Like
screen.
the gaming one I have.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically what it is a gaming mouse to make things easier. But to me,
Hmm.
it's just a headache.
It's harder for me because I'm left-handed and the thing's set up for a right-hand person. So to get that, like, you know what I mean? I click that button,
Oh,
like, freaking, yeah, it's retarded.
oh yeah,
But
I
yeah.
deal with it. If it pisses me off, I switch it out to an older one.
Hmm.
But no, but what Jess goes, I mean, Selena goes. I think it should stay between the people on YouTube. No reason to bring people outside of YT into it because they don't have anything in it.
Oh
That is
well,
true.
I said that from the get-go, didn't I? Repeatedly.
Ooh, I don't know if you can read all the chat. I know you got quite a few people
Hold on, let
blocked.
me see if I can put it up.
I got it up on big screen here. It says, but how can you say your organization helps family while you are attacking families at the same time?
Exactly. Exactly. And filtering money through fictitious accounts because you're shady. Who would want? I mean, in all honesty, if you were a family who was going through some shit like that right now, would you want some fucking bitch like this? Like, she sure as fuck is not there for you know, emotional support or anything else. She's fucking she's whacked. She's fucking whacked.
I
And
agree.
she's a fucking instigator. Like, and like,
I just want listen. I just want it to go back to where it was
mhm, mhm.
in late
Well, that'll probably
February.
never happen. But
Well, March. I want it to go back to where in late February, March, and
mm,
early April. Who hotlined me? I heard a
what?
bidet. Oh no,
Mm.
it didn't pop.
Well, that's
I
right
heard,
about the time where she got started with her, fun and games. When they started, making the
oh,
calls and shit on you and
hi
putting it on me,
Dippy.
which,
Oh, waiting for
that's
Dip
great
Dip
stuff.
here. Dippy, you good? Your net's a bit
Yeah, I'm here.
shaky.
I'm
Hi.
good. I'm good. I
I'm
think.
gonna turn
The
every.
whole thing's fucked up.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna turn everybody down a bit because we do tend to get loud when there's more than one of us up here. Well, more than two of us. Don't
I'm
want to
not
blow
gonna get.
everybody out.
Well, that's because I come from an Italian family. I'm used to talking loud.
I'm upstate New
Same.
York. I was born with a loud voice.
Yeah.
I'm.
My dog goes like frantic when like one of my sisters or my mom's around. He thinks like
Listen,
a fist fight's gonna break out, and we're talking about fucking cannolis. Yeah.
listen. Not for
Yeah,
nothing.
New
Oh,
York.
go ahead.
Italian is much different than Jewish. That's for
Oh yeah.
sure.
But not.
Wait, I got to say something because I grew up Italian and I know a lot of Jewish people, and they're always talking about each other. But when you go to the restaurants on Saturday nights, who's always together? The Italians and the Jews.
Yep. It's
You know,
always
they
been
eat.
fun.
Yeah,
So
they like
so this
all the
true
time.
crime community is the Italians and Jews.
Do
It's
what?
always been.
I said this true crime community out here, the true crime YouTube, is
Mm,
Italians and Jews.
well, and
I don't know about
maybe
that.
like a
I
little
only
bit,
know a
like
few Jews on this. What the hell?
Well,
yeah,
I'm
maybe
saying
they're like
fight. I'm saying they fight, argue, and then next minute they chill, and then
Uh
they go
yeah.
back to
Well,
fighting and arguing. What happened?
I think they pretty much like they just talk about each other when the other one's not around, and they're all cool when they see each other, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because like you go down
oh.
to casinos and shit, nothing but Italians and Jews, and everybody's like chill, totally
Oh yeah.
chill. So
But
I
listen,
think it's I don't know, it's a
so
Oh,
I
stigma
need
that.
to
thing.
hear. I need some clarification from you while you're on my panel, Miss Rowe.
Oh, there we go.
I need
What?
clarifications on two things. Just two.
Oh.
One, who gave you the information on everybody?
Well, physically ghosts, but after she was told repeatedly by Mama Bear on
Hmm.
several lives,
Okay.
and
And
then Ghost was dragging her feet about it, and I was like, "Yo, you mean that?" And there's a couple I broke my other phone, but I sent Ghost a couple texts about it, and Mama Bear brought it up on several lives. And the first time she mentioned it was the day that Dippy, Act Right, Discovering, and somebody else was up in my chat. Mama Bear said that day. And then I guess it was like, I don't know, 2-3 days later, I was on Ghosts and she popped in and she mentioned it again. And she kept mentioning it like, it was something pertinent she wanted me to have.
So the homework was done by Mama Bear and forcefully given to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, see, I already knew she did that shit on. I already knew that. I knew that from the day she did it.
I wanted my viewers.
You wanted exactly what I already had told you.
Yes, but I wanted my viewers to get it from the horse's mouth and not the horse's ass.
Oh, fuck you! I'm not no damn horse's ass, bitch.
I think he's talking about me.
Still. Yeah. But listen, secondary. Why you name your dog Daddy? It confuses the shit out
My
of me.
dog's name is not Daddy. My dog's name is Buster. I call him Daddy because he's the dad of the 2 puppies.
Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that because that fucked me up.
Yeah, like I seen what Mama Bear was like. That's a sick fucking broad right there.
Listen,
why
I
she
made a
call her
joke
dog
about it.
Daddy? What the fuck is wrong with your thinking thing?
Listen, I made a joke about it because I didn't understand it. I said, shit, she calling him Daddy because he rules the house. The fuck you mean? That's her daddy at night.
No, you're sick fuck. But yo, that bitch like trying to make it like fucking reality. I'm like, are you like fucking seriously? Get the fuck out of here. Don't you worry about taking your dogs out that fucking campground one time and spend some time with them. Maybe you call somebody Daddy. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it just confused me as all.
And how you gonna straight up? How you gonna make fun of a motherfucker living in a trailer park? You live in a fucking campground.
Well, yo, bro, I don't even live in a fucking trailer park. I live in the middle of town.
Right, but like when you did, I lived in a trailer park at one time too. So like it ain't, but you're the biggest one making fucking comments all the time. You live in a fucking campground and you get thrown out of like what, 3 now?
Listen, I can say some dirty things, but I'm trying not to get.
Yeah, I wouldn't be pointing fingers at people. You know what I mean?
Chris.
What?
Oh, Chris said I was too loud, so I asked her if that was better.
Oh,
well, I turned it down on my end too. But the thing about it is listen, at the end of the day, the reason why all of us can get back together, even after a massive argument, fight, whatever you want to call it, between all of us, is because at the end of the day, yeah, we may cross some lines, but we don't sit there and monotonously just keep pointing fingers at innocent people. We actually do the homework to try to get to the bottom of the shit.
Wait, here's another aspect. Anything I've had to say, I got no problem saying it to people I want to say it to. That sneaky shit, and then that blaming it on other fucking people while you're fucking doing it and sitting back like, you ain't done fucking nothing. Now that shit right there, no, fuck no. You know what I mean? If somebody's arguing and, you're arguing face to face and you're saying or doing whatever straight up, then, that's one thing.
Right. And so
you're going behind motherfuckers that you ain't even arguing with yet, like setting all this shit up because you're a fucked up individual. You're going to do something stupid. So, like, you start all this
had
shit.
a dossier on this bitch has got files on every fucking one of us just because she thinks she can. Just because what? You're a no lifer, bro.
No, but she don't like when it comes out when somebody's got her shit, huh? She flat out lied. Like 2 weeks ago, she put that big old post up. Oh, that's not me. And, I'm going to contact that woman and I hope she sues you. And blah, blah. You got multiple fucking personalities? Because, yeah, it's you. It's absolutely fucking you.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I could have produced the information I found on the president of their organization. But what did I do instead? I went on a live. I showed that they are now government legal. And I showed their website, where to go, who's part of it, what's it about. I even told people, listen, pause, give it a read. It's a good designed website. I'm not going to.
You don't find that shit a little fictitious?
Oh, I'm just.
About like that little, bio on her about what she brings to the table. What does she bring to the table? What has she done for anybody besides straight bullshit? She inserted. I actually heard her last night. She was talking to Allie, and True was crying in the background. And she's actually asking Allie, well, how do you know this? Did you know this person before or after? Like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck's just going to insert? I'm sitting there listening like, yo, you're like, You just inserted yourself. You ain't even known this broad more than like 2 months, 3 months on the phone, and you're sitting there telling her about motherfuckers like insert the
But
mirrors
listen,
broke in your house or some shit.
listen, I got about listen about some of those calls. I have in my chat and who I
Mm,
talk to here on Discord. Um,
mm,
is the other female on the call with them,
mm.
and from what my understanding is, those are only tidbits. Those are basically like you clipping something, taking it out of context type shit, but with phone calls.
Yeah, but that's
And
when she was all about Hunter was innocent. So now that she thinks Hunter's guilty, like it's pretty fucked up that
no,
she's going to release shit now that she was holding because of
no,
her
no, no.
personal feelings and beliefs. Like, no offense to the kid, but who the fuck are you to decide whether this kid is innocent or guilty and withhold information that you supposedly went seeking because of your personal feelings? Isn't that a little bias?
It's
So how
more
are
than
you going to
that.
support families that are, going through the same fucking thing? What are you going to pit husband against wife and you know what I mean? Well,
This was popped.
you
Listen,
If they
what?
had their way and could, they
recordings,
would.
these
Right?
recordings were posted in July of
Mm-hmm.
22
Yeah, because she was mad at you. It
because
ain't
she
because
started a war between me and Chris.
right, but it's not like she released it because she thought it was pertinent information or that it would benefit or help the kid or even help prosecute the kid. Either way, that wasn't the motivation. It had nothing to do with what she's supposedly here doing. It had to do with her personal feelings, which is
Yeah,
fucked up. You know what I mean?
but
First off, you shouldn't be inserting yourself. Second off, like, you don't, you have
she
no
did make
training, you have no experience, and you're going to make up your mind how you feel about something, and you're going to withhold shit and then switch your attitude and then try to use the same shit to persecute the person. What the
yeah.
fuck is that?
But listen, here's
Like,
the thing though. Here's the thing.
mm,
She she started a fight between
oh,
Chris
yeah,
and I. Horrible one. And then she
it's a
turned
pattern.
around, but
It's a pattern, dude.
but she turned around and then
Mm,
befriended Chris to get
mm.
to Allison, and then
Dude, did you ever have a
that's when
girlfriend
all
that
that
cheated
mumbo
on
jumbo
you?
started. Huh?
Did you ever have a girlfriend that cheated on you and she always
No.
made sure that you didn't talk to like whoever she was cheating on you with because she didn't want them stories to, add up? That's like the fucking number one narcissistic fucking attribute, divide and conquer. Because they don't want the story. Like, God forbid, I talk to
No.
you
I
and I
never had
tell
a
you
girlfriend cheat
pieces
on
that
me.
are missing, and we put together. She's a fucking liar. They can't have that at all costs. So they make sure nobody's talking to each other. So nobody compares notes or says, well, that's not the story I got. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
If we're all shooting daggers at each other, ain't neither one of us running what we were told by the same fucking person. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
It's much
But
easier to manipulate that way.
yeah, but here's the thing though, right?
Mm,
The thing about it is that all right,
We're here.
the way I look at it is there was a fight that got broke out between Chris and I due to Mama
mm,
Bear being in ears. She
mm,
tried to get intel out of me. They
mm,
pushed to get Hunter to speak on what he told the police, and I
mm,
wouldn't have it.
mm,
Chris and that was by the time of the fight between me and Chris. Chris and Allie were already friends. They
mm,
were they met like a few times. They got introduced shortly after I started doing my live, so they were friends for quite a while.
mm.
And then Mama Bear inserted herself.
Yeah.
And listen, listen. The last what couple
I know.
lives is the first actual consistent times that I've talked to Chris since 22.
You're
Mm.
welcome.
Thank
You
you,
seem to
Debbie.
argue less with people when she's not around, Andrew.
Because she doesn't because you if you guys would notice the way when she's around, you will see it that just I do it out of the factor is I don't want to be rude because I'm not rude on theirs. They shouldn't be rude on mine, vice
Right,
versa
but
type thing. But
you don't
you
have
can see
somebody
the anger in my face.
instigating. Right, but you don't have somebody instigating shit between you and Chris behind your back.
Listen,
So
so
everybody gets along more peaceful when she's not around.
all that shit between me and you were deaded. All that shit between you and Lips was deaded. You and Dippy were deaded. Everything was deaded. One time that bitch comes back on my fucking chat, and now everybody's at war.
I'm not at war with
Everybody.
anybody. I don't give a fuck what anybody's got to say.
No, you just
Period.
stop talking to people.
I just fucking just stay to myself. I don't fuck with nobody.
You just
Yo,
stopped
that's
talking to me.
I was trying to stay to myself, but apparently that like agitated people because I wasn't in any of this shit. Like I don't know, a handful of months ago.
Well,
Like I'd stop
I
in
get
and say, "Hey,
told
what's
I'm
up?"
talking.
here and there. What?
I get told I'm talking about people. I get told I'm in this chat and I'm in that chat. Dude, I don't go to nobody's
Oh,
chat. I'm lucky if I
yeah,
even
that
come to this chat.
for months I've been told I'm going to this chat and that chat. I don't even go to half the fucking chats I didn't even know fucking existed until all this shit started breaking out. I didn't know half of these fucking channels. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean I'm talking shit on who? You know what I mean? And then I go look at the channel. I'm like, I don't even know this broad. You know what I mean?
But
But
listen, here's my thing about it though. All right, here's my. Have you noticed? Have you noticed since since I listen, me and you got into that little tiff on my live, and then you bounce back and you like to just fucking argue back. I've noticed that. You don't shut up. You just like to argue back. And then you just get me going because you know I don't shut up and
That's
I like to argue
Yankee
too.
in her.
So it's no matter how bad we cut each other, it don't matter. It's just for the sake of the fucking argument. No,
mm-hmm,
That's just
mm-hmm.
can't even
the
remember why
northern
we
in
was
her.
fighting.
Do
Don't
what,
remember
Divvy?
why what caused it. What that?
I said that's
What'd you
just
say,
the
Divvy?
northern in her.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Well, that
but
and being stifled my whole life and you know what I mean, living with narcissistic motherfuckers just like her. Like fuck all that. You know what I mean?
I
I'm not
wonder.
gonna shut the fuck up so your fucking mental defect feels better. Fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
But
And the way like the way the shit that like you got a motherfucker thinking I'm calling the cops and fucking CPS on him. He's freaking the fuck out on me, and I'm like trying to figure out what the fuck this motherfucker's freaking out for. Then he pisses me off, so now I'm freaking the fuck out, and you're sitting back there like, fuck you, bitch,
bro, I
fuck
can't
you. That's
sleep
a
when I'm
whole lot of
fighting with
fucking
certain people.
agitation. Do what?
I was reading a comment.
Oh,
I can't sleep at night when I'm fighting with certain people because I know they didn't deserve the fucking backlash.
pretty
I
much,
know they
because like
didn't deserve it.
I know how I fucking get, and I don't like, I don't like when and I say it all the time. I choose not to fucking participate in this shit. But then, like, I keep hearing shit, and then, the fucking certain shit will piss me off. Once I'm pissed off, I ain't
But
gonna.
why?
I'm like a fucking dog with a bone, man. I'm bad,
Oh yeah,
and
but I'm
that's
saying,
part of why I like try not
but
to because I know what a motherfucker I am.
oh yeah. But
You know
here's
what I
my
mean?
thing. Here's my thing about it. All right. My thing
Mm-hmm.
about this whole thing is that there's just one common denominator that gets everybody fighting, and then they bring in their friends, and then they bring in their friends. And the next thing you know, everything's all out of kilt,
Mm-hmm.
and everything's all fucked up. People are losing friends. People are losing subs. People got to feel like they got to pick sides on who they watch and who they don't watch.
Right,
No, it's not even about all
because
that.
but it's because one person single-handedly instigated it all.
It's
Went and
trying to
stirred
destroy
every fucking
everybody.
pot. Yeah,
They
yeah,
for their own views, for their own sick, twisted mindset.
yeah, 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 yeah. Which is
And
really fucked up because
it's not
when
just
you,
one person doing it here. There's other YouTubers doing it as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Oh, I know.
And then you got us
There's two
lower
main
level,
ones.
but you got us lower level YouTubers that don't have
Mm,
over 10K people that
Ah.
actually try to get along, and the next thing you know, everybody's beefing on that side because some other lower level wants to get
Excuse me,
their
I'm so
fucking dick in
sorry.
there and get
mhm,
it all fucking wet and be like, "Ooh, I made a couple dollars. I'm monetized now."
mhm,
Like, bro, okay,
mhm.
but
That
it can't.
shit was
Listen,
funny.
this will pass. You get monetized, the excitement, the gas. You had to get gassed up. Oh, bro, you gotta go, go, go. And then you know what? At the end of the day, it's not even about that. Because you know what? It's summertime. I'm not making
Mhm.
thresholds until fucking maybe after Christmas because it's the fucking summertime. It's the best time of the year. Ain't nobody gonna
Dude,
want to sit here.
they still owe me like I don't know between like 450 and a little under six that I still haven't done shit about. I'm just like fuck it.
Dollars
Like
or
what?
hundreds?
Yeah, 100.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like from December, January, February. I think that was on, and maybe March.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know. YouTube's funny.
eh,
But it's like
I don't know. I just don't.
like once you get doing this, as long as as for these new cats that finally get monetized,
Mm.
once you all get fucking um after that couple 6 months of your head being gassed up, you'll see the pattern in when your views are fucking stable and you're getting paid every month to when they're low. You'll get to know that type of time when people
My
are
views
around.
are way higher when there ain't this shit going on. You know what I
Listen,
mean? When this shit ain't going on, my
my
shit like skyrockets.
my views are stable, but yet again, you got to also
Mm,
understand. I got my morning people, I got my evening people, and then I got my
mm.
over the pond people that are 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not easy getting them all in one spot at the same time. I mean,
Mm.
oh damn, I had one
I like
person.
doing them sometimes real late at night. I like doing them real late at night because I do have a lot, over there and shit,
Yeah,
and it's
but
daytime time and shit.
I had
And
a
in the
couple
summer,
people
I
tell me,
can't sleep. It's fucking hot. I can't sleep.
oh
So I
yeah,
sit, yeah.
but listen, I had people over across the pond staying up just
Yeah.
to catch a live because when it's dark time here, it's
It's
early
like,
ass break ass morning over there, and
That's
then
why I like
mhm.
doing mine overnight too.
Yeah.
when it's
I like it's
you
a
know what
whole
I mean,
different
and
class
vice
of people
versa.
too. Mm.
Like,
But
Jesus,
But see,
every
like
that's
day
the
you need to leave
my
yourself.
thing, like I don't. If there's a channel, like a channel like I'd rather fucking send people over to give people views than like do dumb shit. Like you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it just
I do,
makes fucking
but
sense. Like
I do
you
gotta
don't
give
like
you some
somebody's
props, bro. I
do
gotta,
what?
I gotta give you some props. I was watching something the other day, and they were showing you learn how to not catch a strike. You can use audio all day long. You just can't use video.
Right?
Why do you think? Listen,
I
why do
was
you
like,
think
damn,
I
I
this
got
learned
shit
it
that
ain't
by
in
gonna
these
match.
accident.
small corners?
I learned
Why do
that
you
by
think I go
accident. I
black
was like,
screen?
oh, do what?
You listen, why do you think I have my camera on black screen and all you get is that
Mm,
little bitty video on the bottom that's usually
mm,
covered up by fucking whatever pin message I have
order.
because it's
Yeah.
just playing the audio.
Mm,
See, StreamYard has this new thing.
Mm,
Like, you can use. They have like a thing where you can cover out the whole screen. You can't see anybody. You can hear everything, but you cannot see nothing. It
really?
has like "We'll be right back," or it'll say "Stream starting soon." They got like all these
mm,
new little cool things, and I wish Restream would do
mm.
it too.
They're
They
getting
might
there.
do
Yeah.
it.
I like StreamYard a little bit better than Restream. It seems like a
Well,
little bit easier to maneuver around.
it is. I just
Yeah.
like this one because I got used to the outlay.
Mm.
Tyson, that is so easier said than done, dude. The more you try to disassociate yourself from the bullshit, the more
The
your
more
ass
they
gets thrown into it.
Oh yeah.
now see
Oh yeah.
Now, see, that's the thing. With me putting out that quick little video just saying I'm done for a bit, and now it's gonna go to
Mm.
their heads. It's gonna gas them up thinking they won. No, 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 no. See, you didn't win
No.
nothing.
No.
It's just the
You didn't
factor
win shit.
is, bro. Listen, you gotta understand my way of thinking. All right,
Mm.
I've been beefing with what you and her for what the last month,
Yeah.
2 months,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, I get it.
I'm
I'm
over it,
tired of it too. But now, not only
bro. I've
are
been
you
going to
like
court just as long.
I yeah, but like not only did she instigate all this shit, then she tried putting strikes on me. Now she's talking about she's trying to get me locked the fuck. Bitch, like, don't blame me because you wanted to play a fucking game you're ill equipped for. You kept fucking throwing the ball. Now it's my turn at bat, bro. Don't get mad. It's
No.
the game. Ain't that
Right?
what you told me?
And then
How many times
somebody
has she said, "Oh, I told you these streets is rough"? Knowledge. Okay, you're right. These streets is rough.
listen. I'm gonna keep your
But like you
nickname though. I
say all the
kind of like
time,
it.
I'm old. I am old. That means I wasn't born yesterday, bro.
Pretty much. But listen, I'm gonna keep your nickname. I like it. I don't care.
What?
Screw knowledge is power. I like purple headed demon. It's a
Oh,
lot
so do
better.
I. So do I.
Own that shit.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Dude, I don't care. Like,
Oh,
and
But
I think that's part of the problem too, because like it's still slinging insult. I'm like, oh, I
listen,
like that.
barely anybody even calls me Pandrew no more because I went fucking 6 months claiming that shit. Like fuck you. You want to call
Mhm,
it? I'm gonna take it.
mhm. Who was it? I think it was Sure. One night came in one of my lives and you were talking in the background or whatever. Or no, I
Yeah.
was on her shit and you came in and she's like, well, I'm not sure, but it says Pandro. I'm like, no, that's him. Like that's
Yup.
him. Like he and she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, everybody's calling him it, so he just
I own that shit.
embraced it. Yeah, fuck
Yup.
it. Mm? But yeah,
But
you know,
at
I
the
don't
end
know,
of the
dude. Like,
day,
I comprehend you wanting to do the truth, but because of the fact that, like, you know, I went and I looked into shit, like,
oh, I
just
knew you were
because,
gonna dig. I knew you.
yo,
I
dude,
knew what you
that's
were
a
gonna dig
fucked up
on and what was gonna
individual.
be wrong with it, or off the get, because I
Mhm.
dig on myself every day. So I already
You
know
people
what
in
they
her
got fucked up.
GoFundMe?
Huh?
You people in her GoFundMe?
Oh
Fuck that.
God, that was so funny.
Which one? The one for the husband?
Oh no, I got the one for the cars and the
Yup.
tires and the. I
But
know
Yo,
you
no,
made one for the husband. Wait,
I did
you
one
made
back.
another one for the husband?
oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's one for the husband, supposedly, you know, to get him off the shelf in the morgue. But like, you know, let me ask you this one, Debbie. If you was with a man for 17 years who took in your 5 kids and the dude died, like, would you not
Um.
put some kind
Um,
of
all right,
statement on
I'm
that?
gonna
Like,
put what I've known of this. Yeah, I was just about to text you, Andrew. Okay,
that,
so from I was told, I don't know if it's true. I'm not believing nothing at this
well,
point,
would
no
you
more
not
at
sign
all.
something on there?
But from
Do you
my
want them up?
understanding was when he passed, they weren't
Mm,
together already. She was already with the one that she's with now.
right, but you would still, I
And
Legal
mean,
he
separation.
wouldn't
was
you
living with
still put
his
something?
mom, and it was his mom's. I don't know. She
Right,
had
but
like,
wouldn't you
from
still
my
put
understanding.
something on his legacy? Like, you know, thank you for, like, you know, all you did for me and my kids, or like, you know,
I mean,
something, anything.
some
Like
people have
you,
morals and the respect.
right, like you signed, like you say something, like, you know what I mean? You had your kids up with this dude for 17 years and you can't even say, like, dude, sorry to see you go, or like say one positive, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was your man for 17 years, and you know, not only is he sitting on the shelf, but you can't even put a nice word in his fucking, you know, legacy
Listen,
thing.
my old lady's dad was
To each
literally
their
in a
own. That's
baby
all I say.
was it literally in a baby
Let
What?
food
live and
jar.
let die. Like,
Eh?
let live and be well. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well,
no,
yeah.
listen, my old lady's dad was literally she had his ashes in a baby food jar. Okay.
Mm,
We went out and had tumblers. You know those tumblers that you can get made for you. We had one
mm,
made with his picture, birthday, death date on it, and then I
mm,
told her to put his ashes in there and super
mm,
glue them bitches. Put the whole container, baby food jar in
mm.
there, super glue it in there so it doesn't move. Super glue the top. I think that is a better urn for him to have than a little fucking baby food jar with a piece of paper on it.
Yeah, you know, yeah, I
I
got it.
don't know. I mean, I like my little things, dude. Look,
I mean, listen,
Look,
I think.
I got these. This
Oh,
is my
hang on.
sister and this is my dad. Like,
yeah,
I could
yeah,
take them anywhere. And I, for like the first year that they both passed, I did. I brought them everywhere
yep, yep.
until I got
That,
this.
yeah, I
But I
did with a
mean,
friend of mine, and every time I went somewhere cool, I would release some of the ashes. You know what I mean? What do you want, that?
This is the daddy-in-law.
Mm.
oh, that is so cool.
But you see
Yeah, that
What is
my
is
that?
cool.
Oh, that's the picture of
and
him.
look,
What is that?
it's even super
It
glued all the
kind of
way
looks
up.
like one of them Spanish candles.
No, it's a tumbler,
Yeah,
legitly.
but I'm like, from the
Oh
front, it
yeah,
looks like one of them Spanish candles that, you know what I mean. They always have lit for
oh
different
yeah,
things. Yeah.
63 to 2010. That's
Mm.
a long life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
let me put him back. Don't need him throwing shit around my house.
So
Uh,
I don't know. I just, I don't know. I have issues with the whole, I don't know,
Oh,
the whole fucking thing,
hey,
because like,
did I
what?
tell you I got the paperwork in for visitations?
Oh no,
Hang
you
on.
didn't. Cool.
Yeah. We're
Mm.
doing the. You know how they
Oh,
have to
and that's
have.
another thing I didn't fucking do. I didn't call no fucking courts. I don't even know what fucking
Uh oh.
county it would be in.
Hello.
is he
Hmm?
You're
here?
alive. Yeah, he's here.
All right, just
Who's
be patient because his internet is kind of like yours was the other day.
Yeah, well, I was
who?
using upstairs internet.
Um, oh man, Griff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever met
Mm.
him. He was here
I don't think I
for
have.
like a long, long time, but he goes in and out.
Hey y'all, I'm just being
The
quiet.
dude who
Oh, all
talks
right.
to Benny,
That's my old
right?
man, huh? He what?
No,
Chris,
different
your
Griff. Different Griff.
Wait,
Oh,
no, no, no.
oh,
Wait, what did you know? What did she
Let me.
say? I
I
didn't hear
got
what he
two
said.
damn things going. I'm trying
the,
to. I got to quit this shit.
the guy that talks to Benny.
Yeah, yeah.
Turn this
Yeah,
on.
Oh, all right.
It's
I
the
don't know.
same Griff. It's the same Griff.
all right.
Matter of fact, that's
That's
what I
your
was
old
going to
man,
tell you, Andrew.
Well,
I got a Facebook
Dibby. Chris
message
is
from
your old man.
Benny. No, 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 no. Griff is. I call him
no,
old man. Not
Oh.
Oh, that is Griff.
Boy, don't
Okay,
get
yo,
that
you had
started.
me twisted.
That's just the way to start
no,
this
no,
thing
no.
out.
Griff is just
There's
like one
another
of my.
rumor.
He's a really, really good friend of mine.
It'll be all over YouTube tomorrow.
No, 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 no.
How you doing, Andrew? How you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing. How's your
That's
old lady
good.
doing, brother?
She's doing real good. She's my rock, man. She's been doing real good. I've been the one down in the weather a little bit. I had a damn gallbladder go bad on me last week. Well, I'm telling you,
Ooh.
it seems like it's one day. Yeah, but it's just getting old. 51 years old. You can't just do the things you used to do. But you got to calm down every
Oh my
once in a while.
Listen,
You
my
just
I'm
old
made
learning how
me
to eat
lady's
fucking
different.
ancient.
listen, my old lady's
You
36
just made
years
me
old.
ancient. Thanks, Griff.
Well, I
But
feel
listen,
ancient. Trust me.
my old lady's
Me too.
36 years old. She pulled a muscle in her leg jogging 3 feet.
Oh my goodness.
I can pull a muscle just sitting here in the house. That's how bad I am.
Right? Hey.
Bad.
What are you talking, man? We go to move our pointy finger to click around on that mouse. You're pulling something.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
tardive dyskinesia. I can't even use my damn ring finger anymore. I mean, I'm just going downhill. But I mean, I'm sticking in there, doing pretty good. You was talking about the way these trolls and all with these people acting. Let me tell you, I've been in here for about 3 years now. Well, I was, and just pulled back from just the strain of it. It just boils down to the fact that you see what's going on around you. When it come down to majority of us that we've talked to in this little community, I consider this community. We came here for one reason, or we was involved in one reason. We was vested because of Summerwell, And
Mhm.
when it got beyond that, when it got to the point to where there was nothing more to say, everything was pretty much tight-lipped. The creation of all this extra drama that they've added to it to try to emphasize, to get the attention, and they're still doing it. I mean, I'm not going to name off their names. They know who they are. They're exploiting the hell out of them still.
Well, that
Clown
and people.
up in there again, Mr. Dundee, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just something that
That and
it doesn't. You don't deserve that. Your
when
son
people,
don't deserve it. I mean, it's ridiculous.
decide their opinion and then they go after anybody who has a different opinion. You don't like somebody's opinion, go to a different channel. Like, you
Let me
ain't got
tell
to
you
do
about
all that
opinion.
nasty shit.
You're exactly
Yeah.
right.
I
And see,
agree.
that's all I did was all I did was address my opinions, based a theory on my
Mhm.
opinions. Well, I've had a
Right.
theory based on my opinions, and that got them coming after my family, accusing me of things that is not true. Matter of fact, I asked one question of a creator. I asked her how. All it was she was supposed to be a survivor of rape,
Mhm.
but she come on and she was sympathizing with a person that we had been accused of doing it on YouTube. We the person I'm talking about in general. I asked her
Mm-hmm.
how that's possible because other ones in general they've said that they were survivors of that that disgusting
Yeah.
thing that happened could never
Mhm.
sympathize with somebody that actually commits the crime. I didn't get an answer. I got turned around and was accused of being meth head, homeless, and being a pedophile of my own child. And it was
Well,
also not just on my channel, put on her channel, and then went to other channels and was promoting all this crap
the
just
sad
to
part of
keep.
that, though, a
Yeah,
lot of women will say that just to get attention, that it
that's all
never
it is.
happened. You know
And
what I
see,
mean?
that's what I'm
And then
scared
that
of.
makes
That's
the
what I've
ones
never
that it
accused her of
did
that.
happen,
Right.
it makes the one that said it did happen look more like people don't want to take it serious because there's so many out there that perpetrate the fraud and then pull
And that's
some
just
shady
it.
shit. Soon as you say something like that's happened to you, it's kind of almost like when you say Summer Wells now, but like the door just comes down. People don't want to hear that
Well, that's
shit
just
because
like
all the bullshit.
that's like I just to say when I just for me to make my opinions, like every
Mm-hmm.
one of us have made opinions. Me, people out here that are exploiting not just her in general, the case in general, but the causes that we all stand for, like the advocacies that
Yep.
we're not advocates, we're not signed advocates, but we still feel like we support the cause. We don't like human trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
We're against assault. All these things that we're against, but there's people out here that know that, and there's people in this chat that have also got PTSD and got situations where they've dealt with that, and they come to this for some kind of an outlet where they can vent and try to feel better, and they're using this, and these people are using it. And that when you bring that theory to the table and when you bring that opinion up, that's almost like you stabbed them in the mouth. These people get serious
Dude,
on it. They don't like it.
I came here after self isolating. I lost 2 kids in 13 months. Didn't talk to a single fucking person for almost 2 years. Then COVID hit. You know what I mean? And this was me trying to get over all kinds of fucked up shit and like emerge myself back into socializing with people.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't been nothing but a fucking I'm telling you, I feel like every day I got somebody else coming at my fucking like, and all these people, the ones who are screaming the loudest that they're here for the victims, they're the most vicious motherfuckers.
Well, they'll use
Listen.
it. They also use our feelings against each other, like with
Yep.
Andrew. The
Yeah.
history me and Andrew has. They use that because I don't like nobody
Listen.
going after kids. I can't
I.
stand that, and he don't either. But they use that. They
Mm-hmm.
make it look like that's what's going on. That's not what
Well.
happens.
Well.
It
Yep.
Time
makes
out.
us
Right.
Time
each
out.
other. That's their game.
I had.
Go ahead,
Listen.
Andrew.
I had question marks at the end of that title. I had question marks because
Oh, I know,
in
I
my
know, I know,
opinion,
I
is
know.
what it sounds like,
Mm-hmm.
But
and
see,
you and
that's
I
where they
talked
don't
about it.
get that. Right, and that's fine. But that's what at one point, that's how they attack, and that's what they want. It's almost as if, okay, if you got a guy that does puppets, like a puppeteer, right? There's strings on that puppet.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving that puppet.
Oh.
This is, you take the strings away from it. What you do is you take the mind games. You put
Hmm.
something out there. You insert something. You make people. You
Mm-hmm.
change something. The way that they change
There we go.
and manipulate the damn actual content to where people think that's what it is. They draw that fuel to you. Well, then that's what they do to us. They take our feelings and use it against us. We don't have to have
Yep.
strings on. They don't know which way we're going to go. It's a 50-50 chance, but it's the
That's the
odds of us
thing.
going that way
That's the
after
thing.
they
You got to
watch it.
watch fucking with people like that because
It's
you push
psychology.
the
I mean,
wrong
these people
fucking
don't have to be at
button and you
school.
got a shitload of trouble on your hands.
Oh,
Hmm.
You
dude,
don't have educated
knowledge,
people
bro.
doing this. They're not educated. They're regular old street
No,
thug
no,
people
not
that's
at
doing
all.
this,
I'm
and
gonna
they're
tell you
Yep.
what, bro.
anybody can
This
do it.
man has been through a lot with a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
bigger
Listen.
creators. I
Yeah.
Listen.
mean,
Oh, no doubt.
He's getting it worse than me, you, Dippy, Chris,
Yeah.
and
he's
Lipster
had it
King.
worse.
But
Yes,
see, but
He's
he's
see,
got it
but
More
worse
he's
Shay,
than
had
let's
it
be
a
loyal,
lot
honest.
worse.
Let me be honest
more
with you. This
loyal
is where it
people you
starts
got
at.
coming to you, it's going to because they don't want you to come up and bypass them. And that's some
And
shitty
see, that's
shit.
where it all
Like
boils
you should
down.
be
And this
building
is where,
people up, man.
but see, that's not when I started. When I first started on Summer Wells, I had no
Mm-hmm.
subscribers. All I was doing was putting uploads out. I couldn't go live.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a community post. I was putting out videos. Every day I'd come home from work, I'd see what was put on YouTube, what I could find on the internet, and I would put out a
Mm-hmm.
comment. I'd put comments about how people were doing certain things. I'd see how Don was,
Yeah.
the things he said on the internet. And I all of a sudden, this is where it starts. I got shared by two individuals that was big
Mm-hmm.
time, I consider big time players. That was Doug Hutton and
Mm-hmm.
AB Balance. They
Mm-hmm.
shared me. I went on panel with them too. Before I went on panel with them, I had a conversation with Doug Hutton on the phone. I
Oh
asked him
God.
straight out. I had a feeling that I kept watching what everybody was doing. I said, Doug, and I did not know that about Doug's wrestling. I did not know about his wrestling history. I didn't know about
Yeah.
none of that. I said, man, this seems like a lot like WWF fighting, like it's staged. Like some of this stuff
Mm-hmm.
is put out here to start, and I'm not into that. My name was the Real Griff. I'm not coming out here to be manipulated, to be playing any games. I said, I just don't want no part of that. If that's what this is, just draw me out. No,
Right.
no, no. You just keep being yourself. Keep being yourself. Well, that's what they wanted. They used that against me, set the stage,
Mm-hmm.
got me going after certain individuals. And then what? But that was the whole point. The people that was doing the most exploitation of this poor child, they exploited me along with everybody else, and
Mm-hmm.
they took advantage. When I started seeing that, and I started opening up and seeing what's going on,
Gosh.
especially
Well,
from the
then you're
first benefit
crazy.
run, from the damn
Mm-hmm.
scamathon, from the damn billboards, all the way out, I started having my
Yep.
Yep.
comments about it. From Ziggy, whenever he gave us that first CPS paperwork, Andrew, the first time that then
Mm-hmm.
when Doug Hutton emailed me that damn copy of that CPS report, and I told him right then, I said, man, we can't put this out. This is a
Nope.
small town.
Oh.
Even if we put it out, somebody's going to know who it is because they're going to know who the damn CPS agent is over that case. You can't put that. That's for the
Mm-hmm.
scabies and all that shit that Ziggy put out.
Yeah.
I told him no. Ziggy said, imagine the views I'll get, quote unquote, come out of her mouth. I heard her. We was on a three-way conversation. She said that, and she went with it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first step that put me down when I started. So I see. So I look at it. I didn't have nobody when I started. The people I had was theirs. People like Lip Lock No More. All these people that come into that was in my damn company, that was my subscribers, that was my moderators. Lips,
Mm-hmm.
Random Ash, all these people, everyone I'm talking about that are over there with every one of these other damn manufacturers, they was with me. I had 20, almost 3,000 people overnight from
Mm-hmm.
them. I
Mm-hmm.
just went into it and they gave me, and you can't help getting a big head. You think that you're really accomplishing something. No, I was doing what they wanted me to do. When I told them I was pulling out and going to damn to Patreon, no, I became a scammer. I scammed somebody out of a damn painting that I painted for them. I did. Well, it started there, and it went rolling downhill. Then I became a deadbeat dad. They started getting hold of my damn family. These people are cutthroat. Now I've
And
just
you.
received emails, two voicemails because
Mm-hmm.
I've been putting out emails to people trying to get some interest into the songs I've been writing. Now I've been putting my songs
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube on my wife's channel. I'm getting more views off damn TikTok from people that don't know me than I am over here because the way they get control of the damn. They
Oh
control.
yeah.
That's why you're being suppressed. I'm being suppressed. Everybody's being suppressed here, even my wife. We're not talking about
Yep.
Ernie Shell. We're not talking about what's going on in that joint group. You're not going to get the views.
Right.
Well, I get a
Right.
voicemail, two voicemails from interested that this is that sick apart. These people are in your phones or in your hack. I don't know if I don't even know how to take these voicemails. I don't even know if to take them serious or not. From individuals that are interested in my music. So I mean,
Why
I
don't you
just leave
send
it at
some
that.
shit to Upchurch?
Huh?
He's pretty righteous about that shit. Up church. Send some of your shit to
I
him.
did.
Oh
I sent
yeah,
to him first.
he
I
has.
sent to
Hey,
You're
him
under
in
fire
January,
too.
and he didn't.
yeah,
He ain't answered back. But Andrew Calhoun, Tom McDonald, I
yeah.
sent voicemails. I sent emails to them with some of the videos. Well, I got a voicemail from
Mm,
supposedly from Tom McDonald. Then the next
mm,
day, I got a voicemail from supposedly Morgan Wallen. That he said,
nice.
and his voicemail states that that Tom McDonald got in touch with him, and Morgan listened to the music and liked it and wants to be interested. Now, I don't like stepping on toes. I have to kiss the ass of tomorrow. You see what I'm
Mm,
saying? But I'm
mm.
not an idiot because these trolls have went after my family. They've even
Oh,
manipulated, trying to have someone play my daughter's part in an audio supposed to be talking. I mean, these people are wild. They're very vile. They even attacked
So
my
yep.
sister.
And they
listen. So
think they're
what do you do?
untouchable. Like
Right.
you can't. Like obviously
They
I
can
made
suppress
it through
yourself.
a
They can
shitload
handcuff
of
you to
shit.
where you're scared to do anything. They can make you. They
Oh,
can get you to where you're scared to even make a move, and it's vile. It ain't
yeah,
right.
And then
but
those with the thicker skin, like those with the thickest of skin that can handle this bullshit, they get it 30 times worse because they doing everything to break them down. But when
That's
they
right.
get tacked back, they want to sit there and call boo hoo
I'll
and white
cry like a
flag.
bitch.
But
But
see, that's
Yep.
what they're giving us information. You'll think about it. How did we find out about Jimbo and his wife and Josh Shanks? Whenever that all come out about that whole crap, Jimbo said it himself. Nobody said a word. All there was an audio, was a video. They put a recording out between him and Shelby Shell, and he said something about Josh Shanks. He didn't say Josh Shanks screwed your wife, Jimbo. He didn't say that in that video.
Mm,
He comes out and makes a big damn deal out of trying to get a hold of them. Not today saying that video because I don't want anybody to know that Josh Shanks. He created that drama. And then he didn't realize Josh
mm,
Shanks was going to eventually come into them with Brad Enslow, come on to YouTube and say, I had nothing to do with your wife. See,
yep.
they add that. Ernie's the same way because I've heard him say, comes out of Ernie's mouth especially, good publicity, bad publicity is still publicity. It gets them the
It's
views. And that's what these people,
orchestrated
it's train
drama.
wreck. Yeah, it's all orchestrated. These people know what they're
Mm,
doing. That's what these people want. That's what they
yep.
want.
Yep. Well, like I got weird feelings on that shit because, like, you know what I mean. I've went through way too much shit with manipulative motherfuckers, and when I'm
Yep.
trying to take something negative and put a positive spin on it, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching the same characteristics that I dealt with all that shit out of these people. I'm like, yo, like no, not like
You
no,
end up
like
acting
and
like them
I
too.
like
You don't even realize it. You could end up
yeah,
being
not so
drawn into
much
their
like.
game.
Yeah, but like not even so much when they come at me. It's when like I watch them do it to other people. That's usually when
They're
I
using
get
your
like
feelings.
flared up the most.
listen, I
You
ain't
know what I
gonna
Right.
mean?
front.
They're
I hit.
using their feelings against you.
Listen, I
They're
ain't
using
Mhm.
your
gonna
feelings. That's
front.
how
I
you
got
feel. They
wrapped
use you.
up. I
Yeah.
got wrapped up real
What?
bad to the point to where I crossed lines, bro. I ain't gonna front.
That's it. Well, no, see,
I'm
that's the
just
same. What they do, and that's the game about the orchestrated point. It's talking about the damn manipulation with being the puppeteers. They know how to get
And then
certain
sit
people to
back.
do to get their diversion because they want deflections. If they see the
Yup.
Yep.
attention's getting to them, just like what happened to me and Andrew, that was deflection 101 right there, and that was done. It was designed that
Yeah.
way. It might
The
not be
first
And
somebody. They're
dude,
argument
not as much
between
as
me and
somebody.
Ralph.
Right. They're not sitting there saying, "Hey, Andrew, I want you to go do this." They're not telling you what to do.
why
They're
do you
using.
guys
They've
think they
watched you
call it
enough.
the crama community? Not drama,
Yeah.
not true crime. It's called
yeah, but
crama.
Do you
like
see
Because
I
they're
they
mean,
not getting
like
any
the
my
better?
drama. Everybody likes the fucking drama. So if they
And they
keep it
can't go
up,
against their nature. Their nature is
yeah,
that
but like
they're that sick people individuals. They're not people that are doing this to climb up on top of your shoulders. They know I mean they're in their mentality, they can't get no better than they are. They are the bottom of the barrel. That's how they act. They're trailer park trash, part of my version. I'm a trailer park man too.
Hey,
But that's what they are. And all they want to do, now I am too. But what they want to do,
just
they're
because
not
you live
worried
in a
about trying to
trailer don't
move
mean you're
up.
trash.
Well,
right?
they're not trying to move up into the condo that's coming in next
No.
door. They want to be the power of what the hell we got here, and they keep all of us down below. Because you see that's
Yeah.
where it's
yo,
at. Because ain't nobody coming in. Everybody who comes in this community and sees what's going on, they don't come in the chats. They sit the hell back and
Right.
might watch it, but they're not going to say nothing.
listen,
They're
But
not going
what
and
to get
lot
involved.
rent is
gets
way
me
less than fucking an apartment these days. I ain't gonna front.
I know it. But you see what I'm
is
saying? That's
like
how they act.
they're
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 not worried about.
actually
They're not trying to move on. Ernie, how many
Nope.
times we heard Ernie Shell talking about he's got some big thing coming up, and he still stays down here bullshit. That's the
That
whole
boy's
point. They
dying.
cannot get
That
no
boy
better.
is
He's
dying.
done. He's got
Can we
issues.
leave
like
ED
He gave.
address, please?
I think he sold his 40s and his 50s to somebody. He sold that because he's
He,
looking 60 years old all day long.
he
He's done
looks
mhm.
he
sold it.
looks bad. He does look bad.
I'm
Dude,
51
Listen,
it's
years
it's
old and I
so
look better than that little bastard.
I,
they're
I
still depriving this kid. Like anybody who like puts any serious like thought or like you come up in that lifestyle or whatever, and like most people couldn't comprehend even thinking the way them people do. And you sit there and you break it down. Well, they go out of their way to make sure like nobody hears a fucking. That's taken away from this kid still. Like how
But
much
look what they're doing. This is the whole
more?
deal. The kid's the backdrop now. What they do is they keep the circle going. The problem, I've always said, drama, more drama equals more money.
Yep.
No drama equals no money. You got to have a door open. You leave the door open, the drama keeps coming. That's why these people, you got people saying that she's passed, she's gone, she's passed, she'll never come back. That keeps the door open for memorials, for having to get together, for fundraisers. They can get the money, keep going. This idiot gets up there talking about he's going to find Tim Summer Wells, he's going to solve the case. Don Wells ain't gonna tell him shit because Don Wells don't know nothing. Candace ain't gonna tell him nothing because she don't know nothing. But what he's gonna do, he's gonna stir shit up and give people like the Prayer Garden, people like Daisy, give people like that the opportunity to have something for them content to where they get on there and they keep goddamn get their super chats off this child's name. That's what it's all about. This guy is nothing but a man. This man is doing this shit.
Yeah.
All he's doing because he get creating his own attention too. But it's all a circle. You're involved in a circle, you're in paid. If you're not involved in a bunch of crap,
talking about
you don't get seen.
Look what happened. Look what happened to fucking Justin for All. Look what happened to him. I warned him. I begged. I warned everybody, begged and pleaded just to leave that man the fuck alone. And now, now all of a sudden, now he doesn't have. Now he has a whole new channel because his other one got taken the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Because they're clowns. Yeah. And if they take their channel down, they got another one waiting on.
Demonetized for a while.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, he said it was because of some copyright, which is bullcrap. Because I've got 101 you can look copyrights and still my channel's still up.
If you watch everybody else's channels, you can see that there's nobody else new coming in this community. It's the same people. They're bouncing around.
Same people, different names.
But you keep seeing these numbers going up on these certain channels. Well, look, if you get a little bit of money in your pocket, you go to damn Flincy or something like that. Like if I've always been doing it, I've been reporting this shit for 2 years. That's what's kept my ass in the damn bind. And I didn't realize I'm pissing them off because I'm not playing their game. This is what this game's about. I didn't think that's what it was about. I come in here because I thought
they don't like when you're not liable.
I didn't realize we get a whole true crime that bad. There is some different true crime before all we got involved. That's just the people we got to deal with. But now these people, they don't even care. They'll sit there, I don't talk about Summer, but they're knee deep in the shit. They're knee deep in it. Why? Because they got somebody that they're chasing that's getting involved in it, and that's what it's all about. It's a back and forth. 20 years of damn friendship don't go down the drain for nothing. If you don't write a damn book about yourself, and the first chapter be about that damn sumbitch, if you're gonna sit there and tell me that ain't your buddy, get off that crap, man. Miss me with that crap. But all y'all are doing this shit on scam.
But listen, here's my thing. When I start talking about,
I was just gonna say, I don't know about like everybody else, but if I'm chill with somebody, I'm chill with that person. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Like, it don't even dawn on me to go do some shady shit behind that fucker's back. Like, you know what I mean? Like these, it's like these little narcs running around. They pass the cop shop and they, stop in for coffee, and just talk to the boys. Like you don't even have a problem that you might even have to consider something like that, but you just volunteer for the shit. It's like,
it's easy. To me, my naiveness was when I first started. Was on Facebook. The deals I had Facebook right before pandemic left, the politics got involved in it, man. People you couldn't say nothing about somebody on that. And I'm a Republican, and I don't like the shit that's going on with the situation on the Republican side. And I've done videos. I've even done paid advertisements. I've done for certain damn individuals for the thing. I've done a thing for
you got the voice for the radio. I'll tell you that.
Well, I appreciate it. I've done videos. I've spoke out about it, and then but that's why I left that. When I come in here, it was on accident. Like I said, I was going through the music list, and I happened to see. I went on YouTube Music. I was on regular YouTube, but it come up in summer. Was just about 2 weeks after she come missing. But that's the only reason I'm here. But the fact of the matter is, these people, you get to involve in these people, and you get these voicemails or emails from people saying they're telling you their story. You feel like they're telling you, they're reaching out to you. They're trusting you enough to tell you their story. And so you get to talking to them. Next thing you know, you're talking to them like it's your first next door neighbor. I mean, you're sitting there and then you get so casual with it that you might have a situation come up at home and it's like going to bar and some sugar from next door. You don't think nothing about it. You're being casual. You think you're talking to somebody that actually gives a shit about what the hell you're doing. You don't realize you're giving this fucker a receipt that's going to use it against you maybe in 2 or 3 months, going to come back and bite you whenever the time's right.
The hard way.
That's how I learned the hard way with that.
I got an air fryer, dude. My wife got a fucking $high air fryer sent to her. A $high air dryer from a damn mod that we thought was a good friend. Just to come 2 weeks later, accusing me of being a PI file. I mean, these people just to jump on our side. That's what they're interested in. Like, we've received gifts. We've received all kinds of things from people that are no longer with us. I'm being attacked right now on a channel and bless her heart, she ain't getting nowhere because these people don't like me. She ain't getting no views because I'm already broke down. But from person across. You talking about across the pond earlier, Andrew? Yeah,
Yeah.
from somebody over there that I don't even see every day. That I was having
Mhm.
talking to on WhatsApp off the damn YouTube. That was a good old friend of hers. I thought. Didn't realize they were just riding me on until they got time to jump off. That's what these people. You got to watch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll use us. They will ride us. They will
Premeditated
cut us
bullshit.
up just to cut you down.
Mhm.
Just to
But
cut you
listen,
down, take you
th-
down.
with him talking about
It,
how casual. Look, when I was visiting a couple stuck spots, I was talking to everybody all casual about it, and letting people thinking it was just like another homie of mine, not even realizing because the shit because this screen become like an extension of my arm.
It's
You
it.
know what
Well,
I
yeah.
during the
mean?
pandemic, there was a lot of us that think about the people that are damn homebound, the people that are agoraphobic,
Mhm.
the people that don't have family anymore. The only people they have is somebody that brings their food to them, comes and gives them a massage, or they're in-home nurses. Somebody that's who they then
Yep.
relate to.
Yep.
This was an outlet for them. I mean, you got to think about it. It was a great. This is what there was a
Yeah.
phenomenon right here. It helped people
Mhm.
get attention. And now these people come into this unit, they didn't know who they were getting involved in. They go to seeing these
Mhm.
people that we're talking about now that I know are damn piece of shit scammers, but they're hooked to them and they're just scared. And now you got people that
Yeah.
are involved with them that keep going on, knowing damn well you can't believe that all these people are that bad, but they don't know what they don't want to leave them. Why? Because they don't want to be
Yeah.
left alone.
Like
They're scared they
they
cannot find nobody
know
else. Why? They're caught in a
they
situation
know
because
how shady
they've
they
been
are,
along,
but they
right?
won't give up that everyday,
And they've agreed
conversation
with
with
all
those
the crap
people.
they've said about other people, right? And they've agreed with the crap
Yep.
these people have
Yep.
said about other people, so they know damn well it's going to draw back on them. People remember that shit, and they're going to be like, I
Mhm.
can't leave. These people are
Yeah.
stuck. They're stuck there. So
Yeah.
that's the people I,
Look how many times
there's
I
people
said
out there.
during look how many times I said during the holidays I wasn't gonna do nothing because I wanted to spend time with family. But
Mm-hmm.
I was up here and I was making the people know, like, listen, if you ain't got nobody at home, feel free to jump in my chat and talk. So
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
way you got
Yeah.
somebody to talk to. And I would
Yep.
Mhm.
always and I would take down this shit scrolling out and just have my email up there in case they just wanted to chit chat. Because the holidays
Mhm.
are the roughest time for some people. It's like,
That's
yeah,
I made
granted,
sure
it didn't matter
anybody.
who any other drama, any other bullshit at the time I
Yep.
was going through, or whatever. I just wanted to make sure the people knew straight up. Listen, I may come off
Mhm.
like a dickhead, but at the end of the day, bro, you need somebody
You're
to
still
lean
a
on and talk
dickhead.
to. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, still,
Yeah, same with me. I don't hope
It's
that's
like,
what man. Look,
Christmas
that's
and
what
shit. I made sure any of these people who, lost kids that, like, come to my
exactly.
channel, just because of that. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of these people don't have their kids on the holidays and shit. So I make sure I go on. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Because
was
sitting
live
at
Well, this is
home,
where
like
every,
and that's what happened to me
yeah,
there. I had people. I made it out look. Just because y'all might be on different sides of the damn spectrum here, we not agree. I might not agree with your
mhm,
creator. I might not agree with what's going
yeah,
on. But y'all people in the chat, y'all people are not a damn. You're an extension of these people. At the same time, you're still your individuals. If you've got
yeah,
problems, don't think that some of y'all. If you come to me, I'm not going to try to help if you need help. If you think if you
right,
can get
right,
past the bullshit and you think and you get past that much to realize, hey, he's the person I can turn to, and you think I'm going to turn
mhm,
you away? You're crazy. Well, that's
right,
what I've had that happen. That has really happened here. I've
mhm,
had people that was against me the whole time. Whenever you remember when the damn Lisa Gate, what I call Lisa Gate, come out,
hmm
whenever the accusations about that Lisa girl had done, whenever I got the response from my damn supposedly her sister claiming that she had unlived herself after she'd done a live because somebody, one of these subscribers, one of the damn creators that went on her channel, it's 2 years ago, went on her channel and was giving her hell on one of her lives. She come up there as a buddy of hers, supposed to be her friend, and all of a sudden just turned on her and went nuts and was just giving her all kind of shit. It drawed fire out of me. I went around asking, trying to find people from people I thought were my friends, but it was
mhm,
all set up. It was all lies just
yeah,
to get you going, the emotions. Well, beyond all that, I had people coming to me telling me, look, this woman, this certain creator that I was against, that also had the
mhm,
CPS report I told about earlier. I won't say her name again, but was going
mhm,
around doxing these people, threatening these people if they left her subscriptions or didn't agree with her that she was going to dox
mhm.
their damn information on the internet. They come to me
That's
asking
fucked
me for
up.
help. These women, when this person now's got her own channel now, she's still getting attacked left and right. But she
Mhm,
was like a big bull, man. She was a tough one. That always gave me help when she was with that girl. But she still
mhm,
had the damn. I didn't turn her away. Never would have. I got compassion in me, and I won't turn them away. But that
mhm.
also works against you. They set you up
don't you
on that
do it,
deal like that
Trixie.
too.
Oh yeah,
They will
oh
set
yeah,
you up.
Get up
They
here.
do it all the time.
yeah. They
And
do.
it's just
Like,
something you can get wrapped up in it. And my when it got to the point where I got into a dark spot in the end last year, I got to the point where I was when it gets to the point when you're ready to leave and your
mhm,
subscribers are telling you, "Oh, don't leave. We'll just talk about something else." You need to
mhm,
start thinking right then because they're not caring about you. They're not caring about you at
yeah,
that moment. What they're doing right there is
yeah,
telling you that you can't leave because if you leave, they don't have nowhere to go. You're gonna piss them off, and that's what I've done. I pissed them off when I said whenever they got to the point where we weren't listening to what I was saying that I'm about to walk in the middle of that highway and end this shit, and I was serious. The morning that I
mhm,
got up and I done made my mind up what I was gonna do, I didn't. I picked up my
mhm,
computer somehow. And I had a damn voicemail. I mean, a message that came up on email, and out of the fucking blue from somebody that I had was been back and forth fighting with. This was prior to me and Andrew and this person I'm talking about. We had our off the damn screen. This man, me and him had been back and forth with each other since day one I come in this place. And it was all set up by these damn people claiming, scamming all this shit, starting it. They started that creation, shutting us both down. That was the only man that reached out to me and asked me if I was okay. And that man, I still talk to him right now. He's been through his troubles, going through his hell right now. There's rumors and shit going on YouTube, what he's going
Like
through. That's
Andrew,
his problem.
About who?
I kept,
Hey,
I
wait a
kept
minute. He
coming.
wasn't the only one to reach out to you. I want to hear that.
You know what I'm talking about, Dippy. That's not what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
what
coming
I
on
was
that
about
day.
to
The
say.
day it started. No, it's the day it
Oh,
I
started.
catch
okay.
shit
That's
all
it
the
was on.
time.
Okay. I
What,
thought you
They're
were
nobody,
talking to
how
talking.
long they
Andrew
got you?
because
If it wasn't for him, Dippy, nobody else, I wouldn't have gotten in touch. Nobody else could have got in touch with me. It'd been over. That was the point.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
was just,
I
like
got you.
but out of these
there's
other
been a
people that
couple
try to be
times Andrew
sincere.
done some
Yeah.
shit, and you know what I mean. And like I don't know, something will happen, and I'll start talking on one day, and people are like, why you talk to him or blah blah blah? Because it's a fucking person. Like you know what I mean? Like
We're
if
pig-headed
you
and
Not
then
a
we
fucking
forget why we
wall.
fight.
well
Well,
yeah, but like you just at least I can't like if somebody looks like they're attempting to do some shit or like you come on here saying you give a fuck about kids and homie's going through some shit with his kids, aren't you
This
supposed to
is a
like
honey
encourage
hole.
them to like do the right fucking thing, like not just turn your back on them, like you know what I'm saying?
Think about it. We got a little short fella in here with a damn Crocodile Dundee hat that's coming. This sucker.
Yeah.
This is a honey hole. This is a honey hole. This little community is just filled with people that just fall into it. I mean, and don't get me wrong. He fell into a pot. Now he's got all the blue hairs over there. Just think he's just all in a bag of chips.
damn,
Let me tell you something. I wrote a song for Summer. I wrote a song and I performed it. I wrote a damn
it
song
was
and sang a song and
beautiful.
put a video out. And I pulled it off the damn. I pulled it back. It's private now. Why? Because I am
Why?
not going to have anybody with TBT behind their fucking name. Pardon my French. After that man's done come out and put himself back in this damn game again when he got 2 years ago, he did the same damn thing. I'm not going to have them sharing my information on theirs when I know damn well it ain't nothing but a scam. You're not
Yeah,
going to do that,
I
little girl.
feel
I
you
can do
there.
that for y'all to do that. I'm not doing that for money. And I'll be damned if they're going to sit there and keep doing that shit. You're not going to feed off
Yeah.
of me. Somebody that you sit there and help destroy me. Why? Because I told everybody what you was? That you're
Yeah.
a liar and a scammer and a hate?
I got away
That's all
from
it
it.
is.
I was one of those
I've
rarities,
almost
man. I got away from I got away from it for a hot minute. I was one of them rarities.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I had to listen. All at one point, all I do nowadays when it comes on to any missing persons, I collect the news clippings and I play them all at once, all in one
Mhm.
big live, because that's the
Wow.
Yeah.
best thing I know. From my experience with everybody, from all this BS with with Summer Wells case, Sebastian
Mhm.
Rogers case, any case that I've seen that's going through these streets,
They're like
the
fucking
best thing
vultures.
the best thing I could do is news clips only.
Y'all,
And
Man,
Yeah.
there's so many cases out there that are so interesting. There's cases where
Yeah.
people,
there
where
is.
damn medical examiners have
But
issued that have labeled them as being suicides, and they come out to
Yeah.
be. I
Go.
mean, this woman in particular in Michigan, I think, she had stab wounds in top of her forehead, top of her head, and the back of her neck, where there's no way she could have reached with that knife in her room, and that the medical examiner proved and sets it up as a damn suicide. There's
money.
cases,
We have
there's
one.
intriguing cases that need to be discussed, but you can't discuss
We
them
have
unless you
one
put Ernie
down the
Shell
road.
or something like that on your damn title, because you don't get nobody to view
Yeah,
it.
we have one down the road in one of these little motels. Right when they went to get into the motel room, there was a bureau against the fucking door. They go in there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this chick, hands tied behind her back, fucking double plastic bags over her fucking head, and like all fucking cut up. They rolled it as suicide. Like
oh, they
how?
do a lot
Like
of them like that. I have a
no.
mod sister that is like
I
that.
well, I have a really close to me personal case that is like under
Yeah,
question, but yeah, they're real quick to just jump to that. Like
they called it a suicide. Yep.
So
Yeah.
listen,
and
a good
it's one
YouTuber.
particular one I can guarantee because of where I don't know how else to say this where the bullet entered would
Yeah.
never be a spot that anybody, like even somebody who didn't have knowledge, and this person had extreme knowledge of weapons and kill shot points and everything else, and where this bullet went in is definitely like not normal. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other things, but I can guarantee you that the people came out and within 37 minutes made a decision,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like, the guns wasn't even there. The gun was not even fucking there. Like you don't inquire where the fuck the gun is. Not like you know what I mean. It's kind of fucked up, but
Well, it's just
know,
like TV. You watching these TV shows on about it. That's where they come from. There's actual shit that happens. There is dirty cops out there. There's dirty pool going on, just like in here. It doesn't take.
That's
You don't
why I
have to be a
came here.
rocket scientist. Well, like in YouTube, for instance, to be on social media. If you want to be somebody that control these people and destroy people's lives and sit back in the dark. That's the weird thing about it. These people, they can't get the notoriety for what they do because nobody knows who they are. They don't come on. You don't hear their voice. All you see is a name on here. You see what they text, and they put these videos out. They slam somebody down. They don't nobody know who they are, but they get the enjoyment off that. You don't have to do much homework either. And in general, if you pile us all together, in general, we're human beings. We have natural traits. That's all they're using. They're using our nature. No matter how vile you are, you still got emotions and compassion somewhere in your heart. If they can dig up, depending on how far they got to dig.
Nobody wants
corrupt
the real
cop shit. And then Summer, like, you know, I came here with, you know, over some really shady, you know, corrupt cop shit, and I couldn't not, like, every time I seen something about Summer, I'm like, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't ignore that shit, like, you know what I mean? And then I start, like, you know, making videos directed at, you know, the dad on shit I seen, you know what I mean? And next thing I know, dude, there was like fucking all kinds of people every other day trying to cut me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know, and then they say, oh, well, this is social media. Isn't social media supposed to be sociable?
Well, what about the victimology of it? They can sit there, you can watch these certain individuals
I love that.
over and over again. All they do is attack people left and right. They're doing SWATs on people. They're calling CPS. They're talking about people's kids. They're interacting. They're showing pictures of them on Facebook, and they're all that. Well, then all of a sudden the tables get turned. It's like everybody gets
amnesia. They got me fired.
They lose their shit. Now they feel like they're poor victim. How dare you do that to me? That's my kids. Whenever I was being attacked with my daughter's been attacked, being accused of something. Me accused of doing something my daughter's wrong.
You're not
supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that. That's what, and they made me. Well, guess what they did? All I did was go on Facebook and check something out. Just like, I mean, they do some shitty shit and claim they do. All I did was reach out to some individual, and I found out information from him. I was wrong for doing that because that's her grown ass kid that she gave up for adoption, but that's my fault. But she can call me a pedo if my kid is wrong.
Time out. But if you go back and look at that, okay, bro, this last fight that we got into, right? If you go back and look. Yeah, this last one. You go back and look at the date that the fight started, and the date you got fired. It's a little too much of a coincidence.
Dude, that's what I've been trying to
tell you. We already know who did that. We I mean, we already know for a fact who did that.
It was a.
So you've been bit by that too, Debbie, huh?
A trickle.
Yeah, it probably was egged on.
There was a couple people behind that. There was a couple people
so you got bit. You got bit at job. Well, that's just something we haven't.
They got me fired. Sent the cops here a couple times, did all kinds of shit to me. Yeah, and then
imagine
I turned around and do some shit. What?
Yeah, and I was sitting in a safety meeting at work. I'm a supervisor. A supervisor at work. Excuse me. And I'm on Monday morning listening to every Monday morning our safety meetings, and we listen to what happened on during the night shift and day shift on weekends because we have a over, and we just kind of how their issues, how they handle it went down because we listen to voicemails. And I got the first 15 voicemails is from this woman that Ernie Shell had put up to do it, that sent up there telling some vile crap, accusing me of doing all this to her child, blah, this and that. Ends up getting me. I just end up walking. I'm fired out of that job. I end up going to another job, but I got fired from that job why? Because I called him out because they'd already put me out on a damn supposedly a hit list, like I had been hired somebody to kill his ass. Put me on that shit. That's how I got involved with Matt Kemper, with Jimbo Collins. All the story starts right there. All that shit. All I did was I put one video up saying I got up on top of a tower of video. On a video at work, 200 foot in there, and I said, "Hey, Ernie Shell, you want to know who real man is? How about coming up here and work with me?" I stepped my phone up and did it himself. Well, he got the phone number off my hard hat. He gave me a damn blackmail video, sent out a video on YouTube saying that he was going to get, if I didn't contact him by 12 o'clock midnight and give him the money that he required for me to give, he was going to contact my boss the next day. This is on Friday. I went done my first live ever the next day and told everybody it's going to be the last live I live. I'm going to be gone. I was joking about it. I didn't think it was serious. Monday mornings when all that shit happened. And of course, he didn't say anything about it. But actually, the video's still out there with him sitting there, making the damn accusations. And of course, I've got it saved because it's gone. His channel got taken down later on down the line. But everything that's come out has all been planned and been scheduled out, been all about their damn promotion.
But that's some serious shit when they make accusations like that shit and they're calling the law and shit and telling the law shit like that.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got stuff blowing up in my yard. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, Christian-based company, and by the chance luck, they didn't know this. By the chance luck, they had history of something like that happening to somebody in their family, and then he's having his list of shit while we're all eating donuts and drinking coffee that morning. That was kind of a screw up situation. Again, it's all by luck and chance, but it's the perception of it. It was the point where I knew too much about what was going on with that man, and I was going to he didn't want to make sure I wasn't going to shut him down. That's how it all worked. That's how it worked. Hell, if it wasn't for me, Jimbo and Matt Kemper wouldn't even be on YouTube right now.
I got a
Mm.
question for the both of you since I got a male and a female here, and Dippy stepped away real quick. So, what is your guys' take? I mean, this completely off kilter right now. Oh,
Yeah.
Dip's back, so she could probably help me with this answer too. What is the three of your guys' take on female predators? Should they have this same
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. As predator, as in what? Like, there's all
PB
different
Like
touchers?
types of
sexual
predators.
predator?
PB touchers.
The what?
PB touchers.
Sexual.
Sex
Yeah. Okay. I
offenders.
got you. I got
Predators,
you.
kids,
Oh,
right?
I'm like a
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Can
Should
you
they
speak
hit?
Well,
Because
English?
I've been watching a lot of things, and it seems to be to me, okay, women get more leniency for them type of crimes than men do.
They do. Some,
They
And
do.
some,
I don't,
depending. Some. Not
I
all.
don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think that's fair. I think a pedo is a pedo, and they should all get the same.
Right. But some
I
women have
agree.
been made examples of, but the
Mhm.
majority of the women have like slipped under the rug with it
Radar.
because like a lot of judges and shit, like you know what I mean, they're mostly men and like quite honestly, some people are gonna get mad when I say this, but a dude isn't looking like, you know, if the babysitter hooked up with the teenage boy, they're not thinking that, you know, that's him getting victimized. They're thinking about like their little babysitting story in their head. And you know what I mean? They don't look at it as relevant as if a dude does it to, you know what I mean? Because
Well,
it's a
see,
chick. Like, you know what I mean?
see, no, you guys already know. Griff don't, but you two ladies already know about the baby mama situation
Mm-hmm.
where
Mhm.
Yeah.
she's in prison right now for a sex crime. Now, if a
Second one.
male, yeah, but if a male goes in
Mm-hmm.
for a sex crime, he's getting 5 years felony, five
Mm-hmm.
years in prison, 10 years felony probation on the back. No good time.
Hold
Tell
on
me
one
how.
second.
Yep. Uh
Well,
oh.
I mean,
What's
I
up?
don't look. I don't look at a female predator any different than I look at a male predator. You did what you did. You get what you get.
Right. But I'm saying the system right now is so corrupt because listen, any dude who gets caught up with a sex crime is looking at 5 years and well, debating on how many times you've done it in the past, is looking at 5 years in prison, 10 years felony probation, no good time whatsoever. Now tell me how this bitch got away with two flat and 10 years
Mhm.
felony probation, and this is her second run.
She flip on somebody.
She has nobody to flip on other than her husband.
Um, she's doing shit she shouldn't be doing.
Oh, speaking of her husband, he got a hold of me, by the way. He got shot in the foot on Friday.
That sucks.
Listen.
I
We
can
all
go. I can give you. A pretty much. Oh, you want to go first? Go ahead. You go first, bro. Let you
listen,
go first.
listen. It was a
That's
running.
funny.
Listen, no joke, man. My whole life that was a running joke in my family and around my town, and even in the trailer
Mhm.
park, bro. You piss me off, I'm gonna shoot you in the foot. That way I can't get attempted
Yeah.
murder. Bro
My
Right.
literally
sister's ex
got
shot her in the foot.
bro. He literally got
I
shot
got
in the
shot in my
fucking foot.
ankle.
I did all I could not to laugh at him. I was on the phone with him. I did all I could not to laugh at him. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's been a running joke in our town for fucking years.
Mhm.
Like, how the
That is
fuck do
kind
you
of
get
funny
shot in
though.
the? I asked him, how the fuck did you get shot in the foot? I don't know. I
Yeah.
just woke up. I was out one night. I came home. I went to bed. I woke up and noticed that there was a hole in my foot.
Oh
How the
whoa.
fuck?
He must have been beyond drunk, just like on
Right?
the
Nah,
very or
he
sobering
wasn't
himself
drunk.
up.
No, he wasn't drunk. He was just fucking smoking pot.
Ain't no fucking way.
It was
Ain't
laced
no
or
way.
something. You ain't getting shot and not know it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
hell no, not
Yeah.
you
I
busting
Ain't
got
no
up
way
your
shot
I
in
lay
my
lung.
there.
ankle, and trust me, I could have smoked a pound
I
of
couldn't
fucking
lay
pot, and
there.
that shit
And I
still would have been
still would have
fucking hurting.
known.
Oh
Ain't no
yeah,
way I'd
that
lay
shit
I
there.
don't know,
burns
man.
like a motherfucker.
He still
Hey,
don't
you
know how
rub
the
against
fuck
my
he got
foot, I'm
shot
gonna
in the
wake
foot.
up. You ain't. I know what the hell
Right?
I'm
You
gonna do.
touch my foot, we're fighting because I can't stand feet anyway.
Yo, I
I
caught a
can't.
38 right through my Achilles tendon.
Ouch.
Trust me, you feel that shit.
Yeah, you'll
What
feel
I'm
feel
Well, what
that
is
that
the
saying,
the
every.
I
question?
rest of
mean,
your life.
how does
There's
a
What was
too
the?
man?
many veins in your feet
What is the
anyway. Like
question? The
you feel
question is what we
every
think about it.
nerve ending in it.
No, that was just something that was random. But no,
Why
my
the
thing is
leniency?
why the leniency between for the female predators
There
in
shouldn't be
my
none.
when my eyes is bro, if somebody got caught with a sex crime,
Hmm.
they're getting 5 years in prison flat, 10 years
Mm-hmm.
felony probation, period, for their
Right.
first offense.
Hmm.
Second offense,
Ready?
they're getting 25 and they're getting 25 years with
Hmm.
20 years of felony.
Because women are looked at as the weaker of the two. And most of the
They
people
can.
who make the decisions, the men are lawyers, the men are judges. You know what I mean? Like they look at a woman different, even though they're not supposed to. They look at a woman different than they do a dude.
So much for equality, huh?
Right, right. You
I
know what I
think
mean? It's
That you got to look at it like
you got.
if the judge that's doing the case is a man
Mhm.
against a woman, you got to think of what that judge is really thinking about.
You
yeah.
make a
He's
Well,
fucking
he's
example.
thinking
You
about
know,
when
there
his
are a lot of
babysitter and
dirty ass judges out there too.
mhm.
I'm
oh
just
hell
saying,
yeah,
make a fucking example. That's just me though. Make a fucking example. Like, bro, y'all fought for equality. Here it is. Bam, lock, stock, and fucking barrel.
they
All
have
depends
a
on the
couple.
judge, though. It all
Look at the
depends on
one
that
who got
judge.
pregnant by the student, and then she went and she did her
Yep.
little 5-year bid.
Yep.
She came out and hooked right back up with him and shit.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yup.
mean?
I mean, you know, you got
Wait,
to
which
look at
one?
it.
There's two of those though. There's two of those. There's the one
Right.
from
Mhm.
recent, and then the one from back in the day when we were
Yeah.
teenagers.
Yup.
You know, that's the.
What
You
was it,
look back on
Mary
it
Kate
whenever we
with
were.
Dorno or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I
Yeah.
just did. I just did her not too
Right.
long ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
When
that.
you look at that, you say the child, the situation when you ask somebody that question, the adult, when you ask the adult
Mhm.
the question, you get a. In this case here, I'm just gonna tell you this story. This is you got something where you actually have been involved in something like that. To me,
Mhm.
I think it was karma. I do believe it does happen to you because you know when I growing up as a child, here you are. We've all seen the movies Porky's. We've seen all the damn movies about you know American Pie. We've all seen the movies that was put out where the fantasies that young boys have,
Mhm.
whenever
Older women.
so's mama. We all dealt with that when we was growing up. I lived
Mhm.
it.
The
Okay,
MILF.
I went through that
Mhm.
situation. There was people. My mother was working at Cato's at one time. I don't know if you remember what Cato's is. Back when I was going to high
Mhm.
school, I was a big time football player in high school. Everybody knew my name. Everybody knew everything about me.
Mhm.
Also, I had ego. I was cocky as hell. I was a football
Well, at least
jock.
you
I was
didn't fuck
cocky.
his stepsister.
Well, no, I didn't do that. But that's a new
What?
one coming out now. That's the new fantasy bullshit going on, psycho shit.
Stop.
Anyway, I'm
No,
not going that
that's
far.
sick.
Thank God my stepsisters were never good looking anyway, but I didn't have to worry about that.
Yo,
I
that's
wasn't
just
even gonna
sick
think
though,
about
because
that.
y'all kin.
I mean, yeah, that's sick. Well, if you're not really kin though, but I mean, just
Yeah,
get off that stuff. Anyway,
if
what
you're
I'm saying
growing
is,
up in the same house, you're kin. Like, you know what I mean? Like
but
that's
in my situation,
those
I
are
was
the
meeting older
neighbors.
people. I didn't hang out with
Mhm.
people my age. Okay, the
Yup.
Me
people
either.
my age to me was immature. I just felt like I
Hmm.
was a go. I was always called an old soul. So I always hung out with
Yeah.
older people. So even when we come
Yep.
out, even the people after football games and such, I would hang out with older people. Well, then of course, you know, older women, older men.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
men that I was introduced to, the men I knew that that knew me, that knew like watching football, that admired me, put me under the wing. You know, I was one of the boys. You know, you always had just like movie Days Just Confused, where you had Matthew McConaughey
Hmm.
playing the guy hanging
Yup.
out by the bar. I got
And they put
involved
women
with
on you. They
right in a
put
small
woman on you.
town. Right in a small town though, not just that, but yeah, I got involved in that shit. But at the same time, I got connected with a married woman.
Hmm.
I was 17, I was 16 years old. You know, it was coming into
Damn.
my time of actually knowing anything because I mean I didn't get I was scared, man, shit, I was scared to death coming up.
I'm
I don't
still
care what
coming.
anybody say, when you're going through puberty, you just don't start just knocking boots. You got to work your way into it. But anyway, after it opened up, after it happened, it's like bam, I know what the hell I'm done riding out now. I'm a stud, and just like
Hmm.
a rabbit. So anyway, got with this woman, doing things discreetly. I was working at the grocery store, and
Hmm.
my mom worked at Cato's. Well, she goes to hearing these people talking, these conversations that while they're having their breaks and everything talking, and then she goes
Oh
to hearing these
no.
probably woman bragging about what's going on with this little young man she's done met. And I never lied about my age. I didn't do
Oh
it. She
shit.
was an older woman. She was in her 30s, late 30s, and I was 16 years old. But she's a beautiful woman. Well, it ended
Hmm.
up coming down to it. My mom found out about it. And that was a bad thing. I mean, it
Ooh,
was, but I was a child. I didn't think nothing about it at the time. I mean, in my mind, I think I was doing what I'm seeing
that's
on TV,
crazy.
seeing on the movies. I'm just one of the damn guys. I can live that. I've had that moment. Well, it comes back and bites me in my ass. And me and my wife have been married. I think we was married for 10 years. And it's
Hmm.
my child from my previous marriage. My boy we adopted.
Yeah.
Um, he
It's pretty dead.
wanting to be like his dad. He hears all the stories his dad did. I never told him about that situation with me. Never bragged
Hmm.
about it, but he's around my friends. He heard our conversations, we back and forth, and they hear about
Hmm.
me playing football, about all the things we done, wild things. I mean, I rode a damn Chester chicken, the damn big old Chester chicken in front of one of the convenience stores with a pair of damn boxer shorts on, with a damn green Christmas sock on my thing, hanging out, with a damn Santa Claus hat, just to be initiated into a damn group. I mean, I've done some crazy shit. I went in there and asked for damn buying some chicklets and had to get the damn change out. That sock was on my. I mean, I've
Hmm.
done some crazy things just to
Yeah.
do, I mean, he hears all this shit. Well, he hears like,
It
I want
was
to be just
funny
like
like
daddy,
that back then.
daddy. Well, then it
Yeah.
hits you whenever your son is dating this girl, and her mom is bringing her over there to pick them up. They're going to the beach together. She's driving. She's been their chauffeur. Bringing them, taking them around. They're escorting them around, taking care of them because they can't. They're too young to drive. They're right below the age of driving. And then you get a phone call late at night from the sheriff, and I want you to come pick up your son. They find him out of the by the substation, the little power thing they have by the side of the road, out there underneath the lights, and they find him with this woman. Well, he wasn't with her girlfriend. It was her mom, with my child. That's when it changes. I mean, I can't. I'm looking from both sides. When you're a child, it's a different kind of mentality. A child. The women, they can. There might not be enough. Might not be more of them than there's men, but they're out there. There's something wrong for a woman to mess with a child. Period. In my mind, it don't work. There's no way I would do it.
My oldest son, women my age, and not for nothing, I'm notorious for being a badass. Okay. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't bring people around my kids and shit. But there's been a couple of chicks I've known for a long time, and I hate saying this when I do it. I'm like, look, you have people tell you your kid's really nice looking, and then you get there and you're like, well, my kid's really fucking nice looking, right? And I'm like, I'm telling you, stay the fuck right. And I'm like, don't fuck with my kid, And I'll get there, and these bitches be 45, 50 years old. He'll come walking outside. This bitch, jump up and down, spin around, and be like, "Oh my god, he's so hot." What?
See, it's like my child, though. My boy was like me. I was an arrogant little piece of crap when I was damn growing up.
Oh yeah, my kid would be wagging his tongue at him behind my back. You know what I mean? I got her in the chokehold, and he's wagging his tongue.
You've heard of Mac Daddy? Well, I was Mac Daddy's daddy as well. I felt, I was a badass. So of course he tried to act like that too, and I know how I was, and I know he's like a mirror image of me. I got to look at it, but I see it from both sides. At the same time, it can be hard for a woman. I know it's hard whenever somebody like a boy like that is telling you how when you get to that certain age. But still, I don't know how to. I don't think it should be. I think no matter the crime's a crime. The penalty should be the same no matter what gender it is, as far as I'm concerned.
But you see a 45, 50-year-old woman, crushing on a 16, 17-year-old dude versus seeing a 45, 50-year-old dude crushing on the same age girl. It's totally different. But I'm telling you, from somebody who had crazy bitches chasing my kid, that I used to go fucking. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I mean, you got kids. Don't the same age as him. But
that's what. It's a disgusting world. I don't want to get caught up in a situation where it thinks that the lesser of two evil, because I never want to think that. I think what's wrong is wrong. But I think that's what our mentality, our social, the way we are in social, the way our environment is now in the culture now, everything, we're able to. We're some of us are easier to accept the evil as it is, and knowing that evil can't get no better. But as long and everything, and we can find as long as there's a lesser evil, we'll go with that.
Accepting it.
Yeah, that's exactly. I don't want to feel like that's what it is. Well, it's a crime.
Right. The same shit with the summer shit. If we shut the fuck up about summer, they're going to go right back to what the fuck they were doing.
That's right.
And that's just more normal.
But at the same time, they say, well, you're doing it, I'm doing it. That's what they try. But at the same time, by us staying there and still talking about her, they try to manipulate it to where we're doing the same thing they're doing. And that's how they play their game. It's bullshit.
See, my whole take on that is I didn't fucking, ask for that shit when I was little. I sure as fuck didn't fucking like it. And I don't think it should be inflicted. Your sexuality, your politics, and your religion, everybody got their own, and it's not a problem until you force it on somebody. When
that's true. And I didn't go out of my way. And it's in my situation when I was growing up. See, my son, we never was able to sit down and have a conversation about how it all started. I know how in my situation, I didn't go out of my way and go to her at a party when knowing her husband's there with her. It wasn't like we hooked up. I'm knowing she's married. I didn't know. It wasn't like that. I knew she was married. Yeah. The enticement was from her end. She would come into the grocery store when I was working. That's where I was trying to put the point in. She'd come in there and she'd flirt with me. It was like that. And then when a young boy that
we're
time,
with somebody like bitches, that, didn't you know?
Yeah. It's bad, but that's what happens. And that's where it happened.
It's much easier for a woman to see somebody.
But women like that attention too, though.
Oh, yeah.
But he'd go over and watch movies. He'd go watch movies with his daughter.
Especially from a younger guy.
And I don't know what kind of influence she had on him then. If they're sitting there watching a movie, eating popcorn or whatever with the daughter out in the living room, if she's sitting there flirting with him behind her daughter's back, if she's doing all this, I mean, you hear all the stories. I don't know if that's what enticed him. If it was any kind of encouragement somewhere there was apart with each other, because I wasn't with them when they were going off on these little visits, so I didn't know.
Stereotypically, if a male and a female walk in the bar at the same time, and the woman, you could, but woman walks in and says, man, I really need to get laid. And the dude says the same thing. you can almost guarantee that there's half a room of volunteers that like no questions asked for that woman. Like, you know what I mean? And it's fucked up. Dude says it and they're like, you ignorant fuck, you know, but women say it and they're just like, yo, you know, she's digging me.
How
I'm like,
dare you?
no.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just like the
That's
old
just
joke.
like
That's like the old joke.
when a woman is called a hoe or a whore or whatever, but a man isn't, they can do it.
Well, it's,
right.
it's just
Dude,
like
I'm
a
a
joke.
whore.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a
Like if
joke
I
that a
slept
man
with as
goes in
many
a
people
bar.
as Griff or Andrew, I would be the biggest slut around town.
Yeah, and I didn't.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
I ain't slept that many
Listen,
people, but
listen, my late,
Tippy,
I
listen,
was
Tippy,
just using it as reference.
But I mean, I understand that,
you
but that's
good.
just the mentality. I know. But there's a
yeah,
joke.
but
I mean,
see,
you got to tell people that, you know, if one man goes in a bar and a woman comes up to him and says, "Hey, I will do oral. I'll do something to you for $20. No, I'll do this with you for $100." And then he says, "Well, how about an oral for 20?" She said, "What kind of woman you think I am?" He said, "I think we've already established what kind of woman you are. Now we're just bargaining
right?
for a deal." I mean, that's the
Yeah,
mentality it comes to. That's
yeah,
where it's at.
yeah.
How
Oh,
dare you? When a
Mhm.
man does this, how dare you? But that woman
Yeah.
comes in and tells him, you know, it's okay. A man will take it. And that's acceptance of it because
And
I
if
don't know.
you tell
It's
somebody
sick.
that situation happened and you turned it down, then like they're like, what the fuck's
Yeah,
wrong
what
with
kind of
you?
man are you? Yeah, what's
You
wrong
know
with
what
you?
I
Are you
mean? That
sick?
what do you mean you turned it that like that's nuts?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
what?
Yeah.
No.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just you got so much going on with you got the so many. It's like coming to YouTube,
Where'd they
telling
come from?
people that you admitting that you took your wife and y'all have threesomes with these people. I mean,
Yeah.
you tell people that,
Mhm.
or coming to YouTube and telling everybody that you were 16 years old and you married a 12-year-old, and then divorced that one and married another 12-year-old before you turned 19. I mean, you're great. You're not even out of school yet. You're same age I am. You come to school. You come to YouTube, bringing that up to this damn nature. Nobody end up go behind your back. You brought that to the table,
Well,
and then
yeah, and I mean,
and then have people
centered
defend
around
you saying, "Well,
a
that was a different time back then." Let me tell you something. 1991 wasn't that far away. I graduated in
No, it
right.
1991. I'm same age. That would have got your
But
ass
you
killed
bring
back
that
then.
to the table while they're discussing the probabilities of this happening to like what most of us congregate on the subject of summer. So you bring something like that to the table while you know people are
Exactly.
conversating about
But you're
what
not
could have
talking about
that
summer. But you're not
right,
talking
but
about
you're
summer. But
bringing
you
it
come
to
into a
that
community.
genre.
Exactly.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That's where they're using it.
Yeah.
They're still
Wait,
using
wait,
that.
wait.
Yeah.
I gotta say something on that.
They're
I
using the
come to the
draw that
true
we've got
crime
that summer
community.
brought to the
I
table.
did
Using that
not
draw.
come into the Summer Wells community. My channel is never, ever been all about summer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Never.
Mine didn't start out
Mine
about
wasn't.
summer, but
It
you
wasn't
know,
what I wanted. I mean, that was my main
yeah.
topic when I come on was about summer. I mean, that's all
Yeah.
we
See,
talked about.
mine
Mine was
was
But then
all.
and I didn't
My
yeah,
realize that's
mine
what
was
it was.
complete
my very
destruction.
first thing wasn't even on summer.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
see, I didn't realize
mine
that's
was
what it became until I started
yeah,
getting
Yeah,
when I
that's
started
Listen,
what
getting off of
people
summer.
listen.
made it out
Right.
to be. And
The subscribers made it, and I started pulling off of it. I started getting messages in the comments like, "I thought this was about summer. I thought this was about summer."
I'm
That was
probably
the
more
input.
guilty for putting
Oh,
myself in
I'm
it
getting,
because
I'm
when
getting
I kept
crucified.
seeing that shit, like you know the interviews with the parents and shit, like you know it's a little personal for me, and like I would see certain things and the way he would look at her and when they were talking and shit, and I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm like, hold up, and you know it has a personal thing to me, and I just started
but
doing videos directing that to dad. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo,
you
dude, like
also
you
got
know
to
what I
look
mean?
at it like this, though, Ro. Like you
Mm.
cannot put your personal self
Well,
in the
yeah,
situation
but
that you're
for
looking
the
at
average person
because,
coming on YouTube, you wouldn't
and
think
I
that it was
understand
like
where
it
you're
is.
coming from. I
Yeah,
do
you know what
understand
I
where you're
mean?
coming from.
Man,
I
that's so
do. I
hard to
really
do, though.
do. But what
That's
I'm
hard to
saying
do.
is you got
Difficult.
to learn how to separate
Yes,
yourself from the case.
and that's
That is
where
Well,
the
the key.
difficulty is.
but
That's
see,
where the
That is
big
hard.
like
It's
difficulty
hard
is.
to do.
it's hard enough for me to see that and to verbalize that, but then it's
Where'd
not
you go,
even
old
like I'm
man?
catching slack for verbalizing that. I'm catching slack for like all these other because like I don't know, people get nuts over the fact like like the misinterpretation that because I was directing them videos towards him, I want no like if like you know what I mean. If it would have been somebody coming at me because they didn't like the way I deflected it or something, like it'd be more understandable. But then when they come at you for all the other shit, and then people are like, "Oh well, this is social media." That I never dawned on me that social media would be like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just never
That's just like Andrew.
anticipated
He
that.
got brought into it. Andrew on it just
Mm,
by chance. Andrew had put something out, and I think I seen it, Andrew, back when he started. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But when you were talking about your child, how you had a group of people, which is your child involved. The connection was basically was H. And it was that didn't have nothing to do with the situation. What he was talking about was his child and what he had to go through. Well, then all of a sudden he gets drawn into it because of
Nobody was
of that connection.
protecting him.
Two
His own mother
scenarios going on
was.
at the same time. Two things was going on at the same time. He's trying to handle his business, and then that was going on. So there you go. Bam. He's drawn into it. It was just these people can connect the dots that ain't there. They don't have to have no damn color
He
by
was
number or
standalone.
help connect the dots. They make their own shit up.
He
They
was
do.
standalone at the time. At the time,
Yeah.
the boy had everybody was out here crucifying him and everything else. Nobody was standing there for him. I stood up and even on my very first live I did on this channel, right? I said I will by all means protect my son, but if he did something, I'll be the first motherfucker to whoop his ass all the way to Don Wells and have Don whoop his ass as I call the police to have him picked up. And I said, I don't care if he's my kid or not. He does something fucked up, I'm going to blast him for it because he needs to learn that it's not all fun and games. And then when January fucking happened and I blew his shit up about it, I'm the fucking bad guy.
Yeah.
You see, everybody ran with your shit in different directions. Like instead of
they did. Big
talking
time,
about
big time.
you know, trying to defend your kid, everybody started dissecting your relationship with your kid.
Your sexual
and
damn,
that's what
they
the whole
dissected
fucking
your
thing
sexual
became.
your choices. They dissected everything they could to paint you as being a bad guy because why? Because that was an opportunity to put you out there as a maybe, a possible, maybe he had something to do with it. They always, that's the point. They want they got to have somebody, a suspect they can ride on and wear it out. But you stayed in here. You stayed, and that's why it made you where you're at now. You outlived
Are you
it.
trying to fly?
You got to give yourself.
No, I'm saying between the time the boy got home and the time that they made that motherfucking call, there is time missing. There's time missing. Like, bro told the FBI and the TBI, the FBI, TBI, the LE, he told all the investigators what went down that morning. And then motherfuckers out here trying to pin one thing after another, blame it on Joe, this dude, that dude, fucking blame it on Roe, blame it on Dippy, blame it on you, blame it on me for taking this fucking kid.
Yep.
Like,
what do you think happened? What's your
you don't have the right to know
I got her in my back bedroom.
All four of y'all. All four of us here. I want to add before I tell you what I think. I want to know what do you think personally, just your theory, your opinion of what really happened to her. I mean, just if you can. I'm just curious because I'm gonna tell you what my theory ain't changed since the last time I put this out.
One.
But and me and Dippy knows how I feel about it. It's just the way I feel about it. I look at the whole surroundings, everything involved in it. The fact is, nothing's been found. The dogs couldn't find out nothing at all. The questions behind the damn family, the way some things has been said, the red truck, this and that, everything has been trying to be blocked out because it shuts down the initiative or what you're trying to push, your agenda. You shut it down left and right. The fact of the matter is, the man made the damn comment on the live. He sat straight out there and said that the morning he got up, the morning of her disappearance, he went to freaking work. There was a truck stuck on his damn yard with a cop sitting there, a four-wheeler there, a woman underneath the damn blanket in the damn cab of that truck. He asked the cop if he could take his camera out. The cop said sure. He helped the man get unstuck that morning before he went to work. Now, the point is this, in my opinion, nothing was found. That's a small town. I don't give a damn what small town you're in. Nobody keeps their damn mouth quiet. Everybody
He
talks.
also says that occurred when he was getting ready for work, which he repeatedly says he goes to work like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Now he said that
early that morning.
It was, but he said it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning when that occurred.
Why?
But it was daylight when he took the pictures.
Exactly. It's exactly what he said. Now, everybody said he'd come back and change it when he had his neighbors up there making him change his shit. They changed it. But that's what come out of his mouth. Now, my point is this. That's a small town. If you don't tell me that damn small town officials, police cannot keep the damn mouth shut and keep TBI out of the damn information. TBI might be an extension of the federal government. They don't know everything. Big Brother can't know everything if it's true.
That's why TBI can't take over.
In my opinion, that youngin was taken by somebody. That's why I don't think Don Wells knows where she at. I don't think Candace knows. I don't think Grandis knows. That child was taken from here, and she's okay. She's by somebody that's seen how she was being raised, the neglect and everything. We've all seen witnesses. We've all seen it. While they're sitting out there still trying to push these damn scenarios that she was beat with a hammer and all this kind of crap they keep pushing right now, I don't think there's a damn thing wrong with that child. I think for us to know where that child is, puts that child in danger, where she's going to be put back with that family, a possibility. If the family gets rehabilitated, because that government works, they always try to give it back to the family. Where she's at right now, she's in a good place, and I don't want to know where she's at. And I believe if I was an officer that worked with the damn Hawkins County, and if I knew about it, I wouldn't tell a fucking soul. Why? Because I had to be one of the persons that had to go back. Because you got to do your job. The job is to go get that child if you knew where she was at. Don't say a word.
I think it was a second attempt to the Carly Trent money.
Shortlegs brought up a good point.
I think Summer was a second attempt to do like the Carly Trent thing, because That's right when the shit got embezzled from, the township, this, that,
And
the
she
other
was
thing.
found on Ronnie Lawson's
They're all
cousin's
related to
land.
each other, found on Lawson's. And
There's
if
a
you
group
look
in
at
there's people that when human trafficking is a bad thing, I can't stand it. But in everything is bad. There's also a good that can come. If you think about it, just hold me, give me a chance, be patient with me. I believe there is people out there that see neglect, that get involved with families. They see how people are treating their kids. They see how bad they are. I think there is possibilities where these kids are being targeted. I do. But they're not being targeted as a way to be sitting and exploited and being taken advantage of and being used for all this sick ass shit. But they're
that does happen when people
for
take it for
families,
good.
rich families that cannot go through the adoption process. Some people ain't got that quite. They can't handle it. But I wanted to try to do it without having to go through the paperwork. They want a child to raise. They cannot do it themselves. Something medical problems or whatever. But they've got the money, and I believe there's people out there that work for these people that can swipe a youngin' up in a heartbeat and give that youngin' and make good money doing it. They're not hurting these kids, but these kids were being hurt before it was even damn taken.
Oh yeah,
they're being hurt. I think the opportunity for that kid to live a prosperous life is possible. I believe it's possible. And as far as it's not for me to know where she's at. And if I knew where she was at, that means other people would know where she's at. And that means that that'd be a possibility that after the government gets through doing a rehabilitation, that this child could right back in the same trap she was in before. And I don't think that's safe. And to me, that's better not.
Now,
It's
and
better
as
left
sick as the
unsaid.
fucking government is, like, I straight up kind of worry in the back of my head that if she was found somewhere because of like loopholes and fucking red tape, somehow they hand that baby back. Like, regardless if they're responsible for that actual event or not, they're responsible for a whole lot of shit that no kid should have to fucking go through.
They couldn't watch their child. They couldn't be on top of that child 24/7, protect that child.
Like, I half-ass hope, like, sometimes I hope, like, they don't locate her if that's a possibility to where.
Well, what about if they did locate her and they gave her to another foster home? How do we know? The way foster families are nowadays, there's not all of them, but there's a lot of damn trouble in foster families. CPS themselves didn't know where to house their people. They had people laying in their damn offices, laying on cots. There's an opportunity for a child to be on the damn system, and
it's a broken system.
Exactly. So the opportunity for this child to disappear and become prosperous and happy and enjoy life, that closed. But see how I said that? When I said that, made that whole theory, what does that theory do? It closes the door, right? It puts a letter, wraps it up in a tight bow. It's done. Well, guess what? Nothing else to be said about it. They didn't like that. They would rather they'd rather push down if somebody beat her, done all these damn vile things to her to where she's dead. They don't have a body. They don't have a body. They can't bury it. That would close it. That would close it. A burial, a gravesite would close it. A conviction on a crime would close it.
That's the same as people grieving when somebody dies. It's you're not grieving like that person isn't in pain or whatever anymore. It's your personal want for that person and your desire.
Flip the script. You make if you want to make money off of it. As long as you ain't got a body, you ain't got no gravesite there to honor that person. You don't have a person in jail that's actually murdered that child or done anything to that child. You have a suspect. You can just keep keeping that door open. Keep letting it flow. More attention, more money, more money.
We got to bring in. How many more?
I think they know already. I think they know, and I think that
the people want this.
Somewhere along the line, they made the decision to withhold information so the money can keep going. You know what I mean? Because if they let,
I don't think the money trap. I think that but I think the people know where she's at. They don't want her to come back. I understand that one. As far as the money, I think Ronnie Lawson's holding that lip on it. The shit that happened to Ronnie Lawson and his brother or his kinfolk when they found that child. Ronnie Lawson's the one that found him at the damn house with the damn child. Ronnie Lawson. Don't tell me that there ain't no police out there that's going to protect their own. They're going to protect their own. They're going to take care of their own. They're going to do what they got to do. But when it comes to children, they're going to do what they got to do.
What is son pulled as a sentence?
I don't know, because look at Ronnie Lawson's son.
Right, but not all exactly. But that just think about it though. Not all people
protected his son.
Right, but that does not mean that don't mean that he's bad.
His son from taking. I mean,
at the moment,
what a normal person would get as a sentencing.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Why will nobody run against him? Why is he
because what happened to the last person? His dad was a longtime sheriff there, did he? His dad was a longtime sheriff,
I know
just
that.
like Ronnie was. Another man came in. It wasn't half a term. They found this man who wasn't going through a divorce, wasn't in financial crisis, any of that shit. Took his own life halfway through his term, and Ronnie walked in the office. Was not elected, was not asked. Ronnie walked in the office and sat the fuck down. And think about it. Inadvertent shit happens to people who run against you. Good old
and there's
boys.
all kind of people all over in small towns. There's all kind of sheriffs in these small towns that are like that. I had one that I lived with in my town that never left office. Nobody ever run against him. He was just constantly kept getting voted in. This man was in, but he had his hands in everything. He could be your buddy or he could be your damn enemy. He kept up. He made you lived or died and took care of it. And that people do that. There's a fear that happens. They take care of it.
And if you look at like the way that Hawkins County handles certain shit. Like, there's all kinds of articles and shit of, like, you know, them boot stomping motherfuckers for, you know, going 35 in a 20, but yet you got people who, you know, it was not an attempted battery. Your son completed the act multiple times, but he's getting charged with 2 charges of attempted battery and walking away with that sentence. But then some dude who was speeding 5 miles over the speed limit and got a joint, and y'all paralyzed the motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean?
Look at the times that prior events where these keep people got off on it. They were able to get off on it at the same time. When they finally get their asses in a sling and they get fucking hit the hammer with the shit, they end up in a police brutality thing. People don't realize there was a build up to this. That's what I'm saying. These people, you know, this town, Kingsport is no different than the small towns I've come from, where you come from. They are they're eat up with damn drugs. Like every damn one of these, a lot of these individuals are all eat up with the shit, the mentality, the characteristics, the behaviors of the people in that town in general. The bottom line is, who you're going to give this child to if you know where she's at, you know she's in a safe spot, you got to go get her. Who's going to be the danger? What's the danger spot?
But
Where's
now
the
you got to add in
place?
all those real estate deals that they're making out there right now on them golf courses and this, that, the other thing. Ronnie and his boys are sitting at the top of, you know, they're the brokers and shit. So there's so much they could lose by the you know, all this summer shit going on. Like, they're trying to get this shit smoothed down so they can go back to, you know, brokering all their deals and real estate deals, because he don't want to be the sheriff for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? He wants to sit back on them ducats that he's making on all these deals and shit. And this is coming up to work. So, you know, they're going to do what they got. You know, they're worried about their money. A lot of them are worried about their money. So when it comes down to,
when you look at it, the reality of it, it's like for instance, a liar. Say, for instance, you're dealing with a liar every day. You got this guy. I mean, this person lying. Every time you turn around, he's always lying about something. You can't find the truth in them. They're always lying. Everything you find out about, like for instance, the person we talked about earlier, that I know I've caught him in all kind of lies. They try to sit there and tell me a fickle was a word. All this kind of shit that he's come up with. Don't tell me there's no way in hell that Ernie Shell can ever tell the truth. He can tell. There's got to be truth somewhere. There's truth. There's no way he can continually lie all the time, even though they habitually lie. There's truth in some of what he says. Just like in a convict or a criminal. Person robs a bank, does something like that. Does not mean that person ain't gonna help nobody else out. That person, there's still good in everybody. You cannot completely be vile across the table. Even damn serial killers are damn nice people.
I think he honestly believes the story he was told, though. You know what I mean? And if you look at the caliber of person that he's dealing with, like, I can easily see her. Like, I mean, she was playing pranks a couple weeks after her kid disappeared. So to imagine her telling him,
she was made to do that. She was made to do that. I will say
What's that? What are you talking about? What's that?
About that phone call.
When you know the story,
she
Ernie
was made to do that.
I believe Ernie.
But I don't
believes
believe
what
Ernie.
He was told. Now I don't believe
Ernie believes what makes him look
good.
good. I believe Ernie's mentality. I believe Ernie knows what he's doing. He's about. I believe Ernie believes everything he says. Say if Ernie can pass a lie detector test, I guarantee he can without no damn problem whatsoever, because his mindset, he's made himself believe it. As far as what he's being said and being told, he manipulates situations. The damn audio, the audio of him talking to Jimbo Collins when he's talking to him, and it's supposed to be about the murder for hire deal. The conversation was actually between him, the mayor, talking about a guy named Chris that actually went to jail. No, this different guy. That was Ronnie King. Okay. But this guy, what it was is them two went to work for a guy that was a scammer, con artist, that was scamming people out of PPP loans. Well, what they did was they'd go out and get all the information, get their addresses and all that shit, deliver them to this man, and this man would turn them in. They got a profit off of it. Well, when the FBI found out about them, they questioned them two clowns, Jimbo and damn Ernie, and that's when the whole thing. That's the whole audio is about them talking about that guy, all the setup about the shit. That guy was supposed to be getting a damn hit, trying to get somebody to put a hit on damn Ernie, because he was scared Ernie's gonna run his fucking mouth to cover that, which he already done. Well, then the murder for hire comes in and she ain't got nothing to do with it. Ernie's good about manipulating audio, manipulating picture and everything to make it look like it's something fresh, and it's not. It's shit from the old days. He's got 3 phones piled up with all that shit on it. If he's got anything, he's got 3 phones with all kind of audio on it. He keeps up with. He's a manipulator. He wants to be somebody he's not.
But I think he got manipulated this time. I think Ernie's a good manipulator and all, but I think Ernie got manipulated.
Think about the call to Mary that night that Candace made. The call she made to Mary about Don being picked up by the Mexican mafia or whatever, taking to Boston, the marathon. I mean, all that shit.
How about
the FBI
was funny. Think about Candace whenever at the memorial, whenever Jay
deserved an Academy Award for that.
Yeah.
How about
what about Jay for
putting a baby doll in a fucking tote so people can find it? Like, your kid hasn't been gone a fucking month.
Exactly.
Like, people don't. I talk about my
What?
boys. They've been gone 5 and
Yeah.
6 years.
And
I
then
start
we
talking
get the
about my
tote in the
boys.
back of the
I
truck.
roll up.
Baby
You add
doll in
add
a
to it.
tote. Whoa,
Then the
wait a
tote in the
minute.
Show me
back
your
of the
arm,
truck.
Up.
They try to say the tote was
What?
in the back of
bro.
the truck instead
Show
of the
me
damn
your
truck,
arm.
the Subaru. Then the damn tote was supposed to be found by the guy that left with the blue tote. The guy found out there in damn whatever town. You know that they got. You've seen a video about that where the guy's sitting on his
No.
porch. He's
There
talking.
it
You don't see
is.
his face, but
Yeah.
he's talking about this guy, this couple that had this young child that they had left. He
Mm-hmm.
called the police out there. They checked to make sure it wasn't summer. The tote they had this numbers F2 had some kind of numbers on
Oh,
top of it. He claimed like the summer wells, but
216.
yeah, some of them
Oh, you're
216.
talking about the
administrative.
Chongo dude.
Yeah. But
Yeah, see,
that
and that
numbers
guy's
on
gone.
the
That
tote
You don't
said
dude,
even you
oh
don't even
my
have the
God.
video.
He's
12
I mean,
another
think
one
about it.
that
16.
tried to insert himself in the case.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
listen.
my point. The
I don't think
manipulation of
that
it.
shit had any bearing on
What
anything to
about
do with Summer.
what about when Jay for Justice had sent that person up there to the memorial, was sitting out there at the damn prayer vigil, and when Candace comes up to a complete stranger, tells this woman that Don left in the middle of the night, he's been leaving in the middle of the night, she don't know where he went, he took off, don't know where he's been. That was the first time we heard about Don leaving the house after damn Summer been missing. Then we heard
Oh,
the next
yeah.
one whenever Mary released the goddamn video. The advocacy
Well,
group, whoever brought that out, claimed to be advocacy group to spill the beans. They've been
but
playing
didn't
this
he
game the whole
actually
time.
take off? He did actually take off for a couple weeks, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like it
His
wasn't
sister went and got
immediately. I
him.
think it
He
was
left
like
that
right before
day.
Christmas or something.
Why drive the
Yeah,
Subaru
it
to
was
work
right
that
before
day?
he went to jail.
Why
I
did he
have
drive
Mm-hmm.
the Subaru to work the day she come up missing? He never drove
right.
that Subaru to work. Why drive the and then leave work early? Have somebody
Well,
at work say they seen him and left early and made a comment why he driving a Subaru to work.
I got
Why
a
do that?
question here.
My
After
my
saying go
thing
back.
I got from both of them was
Can
that
you see it,
it
Dip?
was his car, he was
Yep,
paying for it, he wanted to drive it.
I like it.
Mm.
That's
See,
exactly
this
what he
is
said. That's what he said.
And
this
then
is respect right here. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
What?
back when she first got, those are her sons.
yeah,
That's cool.
that one's my
What are you
oldest.
talking? Oh,
Rose
On my
arm.
shoulder.
Those are her
Mm.
boys.
Mm.
She did right by him
I
as
gotta
much
tell
as
you, and since I've gotten it done, I feel like, I mean, sounds weird to say, and whoever got whatever to say, I don't care, but like I totally feel more like myself when they were like here. It's like you know what I mean. I know
That's
it's
good.
artwork, whatever, but it's like they're fucking with me. So.
Hey,
you
whatever
feel like
whatever
a
works
little.
for you is what matters.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing about this is, okay, we know Summer's missing. We don't know
Mm-hmm.
how the ands or the whys, right?
Mm-hmm.
there's no
We
Mm-hmm.
know,
information other than she's gone.
right?
Right,
Right.
exactly.
No,
It's
but
all
listen.
assumptions.
So we know that the three main people that were around her in the first 24 hours she was MIA were all taken,
Mm-hmm.
polygraphed, spoke to the police, the TBI, FBI, whatever, and
Oh
then
gosh.
nothing came of any of that.
No.
We
All right,
know
but
that.
Andrew,
But my question
you're
is
But
this,
we
though.
also the connection with the church. We also know that the connection was brought in real early. I believe that church. I could see
But
somebody
my
Easter
question
just
is,
passed. Somebody could have easily come from out of town that had connection with that church, had had enough time around Summer, see her in church, walking around everybody, fall in love with that child, and next thing you know,
but see,
bam,
the
it's
average
all set up and
person
ready to
though,
go.
even
but,
somebody who like is schooled in crimes and shit, the average person, like stranger, is not gonna, like, in my opinion. I mean, you roll up on that property, which is pretty isolated to begin with. You see all the the cars and tools and all that shit around. There's multiple people there. You don't know who's there, who's not there. You obviously know there's at least one dude in there. Like, the likeliness of a complete stranger doesn't fit. Like, you know what I mean? But somebody who has observed the place, and somebody who knows, the comings and goings, that, you know what I mean? You pretty much know how the people are.
but
And
Well, that's why I don't believe the story she told about leaving her in the house and her going downstairs in
why
the basement.
can't,
I don't believe
Right.
that story. I believe that's hogwash. I believe that entire part of it's gone. I believe she turned her
Mhm.
back on her. She wasn't paying attention to her. She was distracted or whatever in that yard. She said the first thing out of her mouth said she don't go in the woods because she's scared of coyotes and all this kind of shit. A 5-year-old child is gonna roam around. I do the same goddamn thing. That ain't gonna happen. My little girl was worse than my boy. She's scared the hell
Oh
out of
yeah.
me. She'd go wandering
Oh
around.
yeah.
She'd just find something to do. So sit there and tell me
Hanging
that
from the
child,
top of
and
the
that could
trees
easily
and
have happened.
shit.
Somebody would have been
Mm-hmm.
scoping that out for the longest time, been watching that people the same day he said the red truck in the yard. I could see that been setting up the whole damn time. And when she made the call to Don, I'm telling you,
That
that red
bluff.
truck had some part to do with it.
listen,
I'm telling you, in my
Those
mind,
two
here's
it's
the thing.
well.
chairs sitting up on that bluff. Somebody was
She didn't
watching
want to tell
their
anybody.
daily
She didn't want to make it
activity.
out that she neglected that child. They already had CPS watching her ass. They already had them. They were supposed to be meeting on the 17th,
Right.
the 15th.
But
This all
But you
happened.
got somebody
we
That's supposed
sitting
to
can't.
up
come out
on
and
that
tell you.
bluff, looking right
Yeah,
down on them. You know what I
yeah.
Well,
mean?
here's my
So
thing, though.
somebody.
Here's my thing. Now listen.
Mm-hmm.
This is a weird, oddball theory I have not discussed once at all with anyone.
Mhm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
just give me a minute, and I'll give you some context, and then I'll give you the theory. All right.
Mm.
The context is, it's not just one person missing in this fucking family bloodline.
Right, exactly.
We
You're right. You're right.
You
know
know about
that the
Alexia,
Wells.
right?
About
So there's
Rose.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, we know that the Wells had issues elsewhere,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
outside of
yeah.
110. Now,
Mhm.
mind you, Rose went MIA in a different state
Mhm.
where they were all congregated. May
Arkansas.
not have
Mhm.
been there at the same time, but they were all
Mhm.
congregated.
Wisconsin. I
It,
mean, they went down
yeah,
Arkansas whenever she did. Yeah.
But nobody
Wisconsin.
but
disappeared before Don and Kansas got together.
listen, here's my thing. What if
But he did
some?
try to sell his child before they got together. When he tried
Right.
to sell
That's what I'm
oh,
Yeah,
Don
saying.
Jr.
but hang on,
Once they
Don
hang
got
on.
Jr.
together, people start disappearing.
But
Right.
listen, hang on. Now listen, what if somebody, okay, going with this theory here. Now we're on the theory. What if somebody from that first round of making people disappear without a trace figured something out and went for revenge and drove up there, took the kid, and said, "Fuck you later, bye."
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility.
You want us to hurt because
Yeah.
Rose is missing. Now you're gonna hurt. What
And
makes
Yeah.
that's
you
a good
think that wasn't a
possibility.
plausibility?
Yeah.
Don Wells has
Yeah.
got the mentality. The way I see from him, I can see him fucking somebody over in a deal. Considering he's not straight, he's not no angel. I can see him at some kind of business transaction, something that transpired to cause that shit. And he knows it's sort of like a dealing with some of these damn gangs and shit like that you deal with, the affiliations. They will get your ass. And I could see the way he's
Oh,
at right off the bat. He
with the
said she's gone. He'll see her in the
quickness.
afterlife. She's gone. He wrote her off
Yep.
as soon as she was gone. That she
Yep.
was abducted,
Well,
almost like he knew
you know
exactly what
that
had happened, but he don't know who
you
got
know
her.
that little
I think
kid
it's something
that
he
he
done.
yeah, you know that little kid that he found in the driveway, right after some. I often thought that that was him going after a tit for tat because that's actually kin to Cotton. You know what I mean? That baby
But
was
then he
kin to
winds up
Cotton, and
dead.
I thought, what?
Then he winds up dead.
Well, no, but I'm
Yeah,
saying there's
yeah.
times where I thought in my head that maybe coincidentally that's the kid that he found in the driveway because it was kin to Cotton, and he's like, oh fuck you, my daughter's gone, I'm taking one of yours. You know what I mean? Even though it
And see,
didn't go all the way
that's
through.
if you look at real life, what goes on in real life, that kind of dirty pool like we're talking about right now happens. Then you got
Oh
to add
yeah,
in the extra shit. You add the rest of this shit from YouTube. The way these people want to draw themselves into it. Whenever they're sitting at
yeah.
Dr. Phil, and whenever I know who she was, she knows who she was. I won't mention her name. She's got a channel now,
Mm,
but she made the call from Georgia after she'd already gotten herself involved with Candace after the missing child. She got to talk to her and become real friends with her on Facebook and got to be her buddy.
mm-hmm.
During the time, that's why Prayer Garden heard it. Prayer Garden and them dissipated because Prayer Garden was under the inflation. She thought Dawn was going to leave with her ass, but that didn't happen. Now all
Mm-hmm.
of a sudden she can't stand Dawn. Well, then this woman had gotten involved with Candace, and then when Candace is sitting on stage, sitting there getting ready for the shit, she got the phone call that there was a blonde-headed, blue-eyed child in Georgia found, and
Yeah.
Candace was ready to leave. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Dawn was sort of calm, cool shit, talking about Jesus and all this stuff and how the afterlife and all that kind of shit. Candace was always shut down. Candace might have an assumption she knows what's going on. I don't think she's in the loop. Don don't know who did it, but he knows damn well why. That's gonna be the only thing you're gonna find about the shit. If if it's a scenario like Andrew trying to say, if
I
that's the
took a
case,
screenshot
I
of
give him that
that
much.
fucker when Dr. Phil was talking to him and Dr. Phil was explaining and he was just about to say he don't think they were involved. I watched Don's posture, that everything changed. He came up more upright. His eyes started gleaming, and you could actually see the smile in the muscles in his mouth. Like this fucking idiot's going to say he believes it. Like, and I fucking took a screenshot of that, and I had
What
it as
about
a
the kids?
screensaver on my
What
phone.
about the kid?
What?
Andrew, what about what? And I'm not trying to bring Andrew in, but I know Andrew made a comment to Chris McDonald when he said that Don had took one
Mm,
of the kids to work with him. Okay, now everybody took that as being just a young cat talking. Well, when Don made the comment about the red truck, Don was asked the same damn question about the kid thing, and Don said,
mm-hmm.
"No, I didn't take one of my kids to school. I didn't take one. I didn't take one of
Right,
them." He said, "I didn't take none." He
right.
said, "I didn't take one of them." And that's what he said. He changed it to none of them. He caught himself.
Mm-hmm.
He admitted to them
Mm-hmm.
taking one of them kids and turning around and changed it. Nobody's got a
Mm-hmm.
force. Nobody's got no power on him. He ain't been tied down to somebody beat him in an accident in his life. But he's made them
Well,
comments and been able to correct them. And they've allowed it.
and
Why?
then he
Because they
made
keep
And that,
going.
comments
but listen,
with
that would
Hunter.
also explain his story about the story from the work site that Don left early and then came
Because he
back.
had the child. That would make
Because
sense.
there you go.
Right, but he
So
also
why would you hide
makes
it?
comments.
Why would you hide it? Why would
But
you hide it?
he makes comments about Hunter that, he wasn't really familiar with Hunter, this, that, the other thing. But then there's people who swear to God that Hunter used to go to work with him sometimes. So, like, I mean, you know what I mean? Don,
The guy
the
that
only
worked with
time
him,
I've seen
the
Don
guy they talked to in an interview in
consistently,
the restaurant, he said that. He said that he's
yeah,
seen Hunter at before.
right.
I mean,
And the only thing that I've ever seen Don consistently say the same fucking thing twice on is when he's sitting there reminiscing about his little sisters. It's the same story every time. You know what I
well,
mean?
he
But
swore up and
anything
down it.
else you ask him, you don't get the
Right.
same sentence
And you
twice.
could see the lies come out whenever he made it come. When the first thing we started hearing about the damn, when they put out the damn bulletin about the red truck, they put out the whole bulletin about the red truck. He sit there, and the whole time Candace saying, I didn't know nothing about a red truck. Candace didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
He said, oh, well, somebody reported the red truck. He made that comment from news reporters that somebody reported a red truck. And then he makes the comment about the red truck, and he said, yeah, I'm the one that reported the red truck that morning after we got home and found out about it. But he claims he didn't know about it. After the child's missing, he puts a big front on like he don't know about the red truck. But the morning she disappears, he sees the red truck. So that's what really
and
gets.
like, I mean,
what the hell?
most
But then they changed it.
parents just going through missing the kid like that. The last thing they're doing is cracking jokes and pulling pranks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, most parents that their kids actually missing, or they don't know the outcome of the kid, they're like totally distraught, especially in the first few months. They were like just so cavalier about.
Well, you don't. You got somebody, a spokesperson. 90% of the time, a spokesperson is going to come out for the family. It's like what happened with Monkey up there. There was a spokesperson sitting with the family before the parents got talking. These two went straight to freaking YouTube. I mean, after the news and everything, and it broke. I mean, of course, we had everybody piling them on. These people, after they'd done that with the Cash Gurning case and the damn two boys over there, they already set up and ready to roll. They're ready to roll the next one. You got a whole brand new breed of people here.
Yeah.
Back
and
when I
was,
watching it on freaking them with them new reporting shows that used to come on in the afternoons. You see right before the news, or that's where you find out about all this shit. A&E, Entertainment Tonight or something like that. You'd find out about all this shit.
Well, I think,
or hard copy. Hard copy was one of them.
When they came to YouTube, like, I think they intended on everybody feeling bad for them and maybe generating funds and this that. I don't think they anticipated that there were people who were going to have an opposite opinion, and when people started with an opposite opinion of what they were trying to, like, I don't think they fully expected people to like get so into looking at every detail. I think they thought it was just going to be like people are just going to see two upset parents and they're going to contribute, and they they didn't think anybody was going to like really get in and get into shit. Like, I think
that's why
totally
first,
off guard.
Right. And the first video I put out about it, the first thing I said about it, my opinion, was I was shocked about all the input that's going on with this social media, and there's not that much input going on in news people. I was surprised there wasn't nobody hear about it. Whenever John Walsh did it, I was built up for that thing. After we finally was going to get John Walsh involved, I thought maybe now we've got somebody nationwide that's going to get this damn story out. And he done a 20-second piece on it, and I was floored. And then by the time it got to damn Dr. Phil, it was like, man, this is what's going to be now. How are we going to make this damn no fiasco? And it just there was more people talking about damn laundry, Brian Laundry, and all that shit going on there. That went nationwide. Every damn news source was talking about that.
And if you look at like the Carly Trent and the Boswell case, like, relatively not too far in advance from summer, like, there was national news involved. There was, people were encouraged to participate in the search. There was, briefings every so often about, the status of it with summer. It, like, I think part of the intrigue was because none of that shit was forthcoming. You know what I mean? They didn't want anybody helping. They weren't, given any news briefs. And I think that was part of the drive for people to be more inquisitive about it. Like, why aren't you doing the news briefs? Or, like, you know what I mean?
Look at the big channel. Look at the channels that are making, and look at the channels that have got more subscribers. They get more attention, get more views. Where are they located from? Where are they located from now? Look at what this damn case itself. You talking about exploiting this case? Look where it's all come from. I don't give a damn. Ernest Shell might not be from damn Rogersville, but look where the hell he's from, and look where they're all from. Look at other channels. I read Jimbo Collins. Every one of these channels, Fair Garden. They're all from that part right there. Look at what they're doing. Coming out there saying something about a mattress sitting on the back of a damn house, back of that damn door. That mattress was that's 3 years ago. This mattress is here now. They just could have damn drone seen it. They didn't find it that day. That mattress was there. Trying to say it was from whenever Ernest Shell says a hammer was involved, and you won't believe what the hell that clown says.
See, that's part of what gets me too. It's like all these things that come
Even if
out,
you don't believe it, you're repeating it. You're
way,
getting attention off what he said. It doesn't matter if it's a lie or not. You're repeating it.
But
You know,
why
that's the
would
ridiculous
Yeah.
part
why
of it.
would we divulge that shit when it was going on? Why people sit
Exactly.
on that shit all this time and then, you know what I mean, come out with it years later and you know, expect it to, even if it was,
Well, look at
any of
White
that
Boy
is
Lockdown.
gone. There's nothing you can do with that
Now,
now.
3
What
years
if
involved
you
with
had
Summer
said
Wells.
something then?
Right. They play on White Boy Lockdown. That damn convict over there. That
Oh,
clown didn't
fuck
get
that
involved with
bitch.
Summer Wells. He pays Don Wells so he can get his attention where he calls him on the phone every day. He didn't get involved until he's damn late. I mean, hell, he don't know where to wind his ass and scratch his watch. He's so damn low. But that's what he goes to. Now all of a sudden he's involved, and he's the man for the information. These people are exploiters. They're them clinging. They're shirt tail clingers. They're getting on a damn bus and going with it. They don't no more care about that child than man in the moon. And we've lost that. I think a lot of people have
Dude,
lost that.
did you see that little clip he put out after he went up there when he was talking about the house and he's like, oh well, this isn't like you did not even, that's supposed to be, not only you an advocate for this, but you're supposed to be, you know, that man's your boy. You ain't even paid enough attention to what actually, you know, occurred and what was visually seen by everybody. You didn't even have those facts to go on. Like you sounded so stupid when you did that shit. You know what I mean? I just sat there for a minute like, you couldn't even like
and
have
I said the same thing.
on the drive up there.
And I said something about it. I
Have
called
your
him out
lady
on that.
read off questions to you while you're driving.
I called
there's
him
a
out on
question
that,
for,
and I ended up
Mommy
getting
Bro.
accused of being a pedo. And then he going to get up there and dance with a dog and his wife in front of the screen like me. After all I did was just comment that you look like you're just trying to get on a damn bandwagon a little too late. That breaks that opinion against these
Oh,
people.
dude.
Gets the damn
He
people
was
come
on
out
me
of
for like months.
They're
A
sick.
question
He
for
was on
who?
me for months.
A question for Mommy Rowe.
For Mommy Rowe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody asked, Kenya Beeswax asked Rowe a question, and I said, hang on, kids, Mommy Rowe's on a roll.
Mm.
But no, they want to know if you know anything about Alexa Wells.
Alexia.
Yeah.
The only thing, none of you beeswax, and I thought I sent you a comment a couple weeks ago. The only thing that I have come up with, and this I can't even confirm, but after I, you know, went back and I looked into that paperwork and shit, it's like a total fucking dead end. But somebody came on at one point and said that there's an account that Candace has, and the only person who's a friend on that account is Alexia, and she's got her dad's last name now, but it's the same girl, same picture, and so, you know, what they had said was that she was now residing at her dad's, but none of this is confirmed. But supposedly she's residing at her dad's and going under that name, which doesn't set right because if
What did she
Huh?
do? She's eating something, ain't she? She's got me mixing her something up, but she's eating something. She's always eating something.
Oh, I'm not doing anything.
What are you
That's
making?
the ice maker. That's the ice maker.
yeah,
If she ain't
Oh my
washing
God.
dishes,
I was like, what are you talking
if she ain't
about?
washing dishes, she's doing something, eating chicken cereal
Well,
or
listen,
something. Always
so
something.
everybody.
does
so everybody
anybody
can-
know? Does anybody
Shut
even
up,
know,
old
like,
man.
besides
All right.
that picture of Alexia's, you know, on the hill with the kids, like, I can't find anything, like, even on the missing person
The
thing.
woman that worked with, is that the woman that worked on?
No, I'm
That the
talking
one
about a
helping him do the-
12-year-old girl. A 12-year-old
Okay, was
girl that
anybody-
was in the
Okay. I got it because during the time when I was heavy in this shit 2 years ago, I got an email from a woman that she came in the chat one night and she claimed to be the woman that was helping Don remodel the house shortly after
The
summer disappeared. Matter of
17-year-old?
fact, I don't know, but she was swinging on a swing. Don did a video where he was out in the yard, where he's walking around the yard with a camera, and he did a video of a woman and her child, and another child was swinging on a swing while that woman was sitting there, and everybody was thinking that was
She
Summer
wanted
Wells.
to
It's been years ago.
participate. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that was
that
I
woman,
think that was Kathy, the friend, and her daughter.
Okay, well, is that the same one that was a crackhead that ended up trying to get involved with them? That
No,
her and
that's
Candace had to fight?
Marlena. The
Marlene.
crackhead
Okay,
This
well,
is,
one of them sent me an email telling me that they was there that morning. Whenever Don seen that red truck, they said they
that's
were all both
Marlena.
going to work together. Okay, that was
None of
Marlena.
your
Then. Okay, I'm trying
beeswax
because
just-
she sent an email and she told me that years ago. I mean, a couple years
Yeah.
ago, said that she was there
No.
because she confirmed it before Don come on air and said it to Cher and Chasen, Cher, Mark, and Chasen when he made that comment. She had already confirmed that. And then Don made a comment. Well, then I've never said that before, but I've got the email where that woman actually literally sit there and said that's who she was. She was helping him remodel the house. I didn't know if that was actually true or not. Because again,
how many kids does Don and Candace actually fucking have?
9.
He had 2 before. 9
Yeah.
altogether?
She
I know she gave up 2
together,
for.
I
She
think
gave up
there's
2.
8. I think there's 8. There's 2
She had
before
4.
her,
Her and 3 boys, and she gave up
2
2, and Don gave
before
up 2.
him, and then the 4
Mm.
together.
So
Yeah.
Okay,
Don gave up
so
2,
Well,
and Don gave up 2.
Alexia,
I had
there's a
2.
picture.
yeah, well,
So
none of you
Yeah, it's
beeswax just
8.
said
That's
someone
8.
told them that Alexia was from Kingsport.
It was a
All right.
kid
Well,
that
see,
played with the kids.
there's a picture of a girl up on the hill, and she's, it looks as if she's showing the boys how to use, the little rifle, and she looks to be about like 12, 13 years old, and it said Alexia Wells, and I'd seen it the one day, and then like a day or two later, I was going through the missing persons site looking to see if there was any updates on my girlfriend who's been missing, and I came across where it said Alexia Wells, so I was like, whoa, and I'm looking at that picture, and I'm looking at the picture of the girl on the hill, and they look identical and shit, but there's nowhere that I can find anything that,
Bless you.
how did that girl get to their house? How is she related? Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing saying like, anybody else was at the same time that Alexia was there, like her parents brought her there or anything like that. And even in the missing person, thing that they put out, like the sheriff is describing her. There's no comments from any parents. There's like, and they say they last seen her on this one block, right? And somebody, this is really fucking weird, matter of fact. Thank you for asking me, Nunny Bisbeck. Somebody sent me an actual physical address for this block that she was last seen on. I've Google mapped it. I've went through a couple different search engines, and every time I put this address up, nothing will come up at all. And there's nothing. It doesn't like say she's been found. She's like, found deceased. She, was with a boyfriend. There's nothing. It's just nothing. And then I heard, that little bit of a comment saying that supposedly there's a account that Candace has at the only person on there is Alexia. And the weird thing is on Alexia's end of that Facebook that she's friends with Candace, on Alexia's account, the only person she's friends with is Brianna Tesser, which I find really weird. A 13-year-old going to be friends with a 20-year-old who, they're both related to this case, and there's no answers for a whole lot. It's just really fucking weird.
Yeah.
And if she is a Wells, that even makes it 10 times worse, because now you got 3, you know what I mean? 3 girls that like disappeared in a certain time period, and that makes
There's no such thing as
but
coincidence, as far as I'm concerned. Everybody, the coincidences, I don't believe in it. I think there's always something, there's connection somewhere. But it's just, I believe that's true, as far as I'm concerned.
just like in every lie, there's a little bit of truth. You just got to figure it out.
What, Andrew? Is there any way possible if I could put a video up there right quick? I want y'all to watch. I want y'all to listen to something right quick, if you don't mind. Just
Surely.
for a second. If you don't care, I don't want
Go
to.
ahead.
I'm not trying to ruin the bitch.
Nah, dude, listen, this is one of the best conversations I think we've all had in like 2.5 months.
I'd say longer.
This is one of the songs I wrote. My wife likes both of them, but I'm trying to get the one. This one right here's got this one right here's the new one. I just put it out, and it just got more damn. You might like this one. I don't think I've got it on YouTube yet. I don't think it's out there yet. Let's see if I can get it. If it'll come up, it might not work over here. I'm gonna see how this works. I just like playing with shit. You can find something that might work right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Oh Lord, what did you do?
Oh hush, I ain't that bad. I'm just playing.
What did you do?
No, it's a good video.
You ain't got many years
This is
left.
this one of the songs I wrote. I put it on TikTok, and it actually turned out pretty good on TikTok. I mean,
I'm waiting for it to pop on my.
Okay, I'm gonna see if it'll show up. I'm trying to install it now. It'll come up. It showed up. It's up there now. Then you just push the insert and pop it in.
Yeah. Dog, male or female?
Whoa. All right, push it.
Me.
I still hear your voice at night, fighting tears, drowning in the lights, trying hard to move ahead while wanting you here instead, wishing you were here in our bed, still holding me like you never left. But I lay here alone every night. I see your body in the moonlight. Want you back, can't you calling my name, but it's just a dream. I wake up in this lonely room here alone. My heartache still can't believe you're gone. Want you back, can't you see? Your love, it still haunts me. Need you back, miss your kiss. My heart just can't handle this. Your shadow still lingers on the wall, and I still keep trying to answer your call. I still feel your presence all around. I wish I could turn back time somehow. Want you back, can't you see? For love, it still haunts me. Need you back, miss your kiss. My heart just can't handle it. Want you back, can't you see? Your love, it still haunts me. Need you back, miss your kiss. My heart just can't handle this.
Brother, can I ask a question?
Oh, hail the king.
I'm scared. Here we go.
Can I steal your audio file so I can use that as an intro, bro? That is
Yeah,
fucking
I can send it to you. Well, if you like that, I got one more. If you want me to send it, listen to you. This is a quick one, real short
shit.
one.
He's got a
But
lot
you'll
of
probably
good
you'll
songs.
like this one better. I think you'll like this one. This one here is I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting a lot of views on TikTok on it. I ain't getting much on YouTube because, like I said, they're controlling the damn narrative around here. But this one here, I mean, this is the one my wife liked this one. She loved the shit out of this one I'm finna play. This is the one that actually hit pretty good. And a lot of people liked it on TikTok. I thought Shattered Reflection would be better. That's the one I played. That was my baby. And I was playing with it. I put out several different
I'll tell you what,
points of
except
that one.
for the romantic spin on that one, that song you just played definitely hit.
Well, and actually, Ro, I've got
Definitely
three
hit the
versions
nerve.
of that on TikTok. I've got a country version. That was a country version, but I've got a blues version, and I've got a pop version of that song where I've changed the lyrics just a little bit, and just a different spin on it. Wait, different music too.
Well,
For different
somebody who's
different
lost
people.
2 kids, that song will catch a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, if you listen to the other versions of it, they might connect. I've got it that way. I've done it because that way that's got the other version. There's one version where it tells about that his wife, that she was his wife, and he was a friend of my lover, and that's why everybody can understand why I can't move on with my life. That's that part of it. I didn't put it in that damn version, but in that version, that's in the pop version, but the blues. That's the blues, but on the blues version, I've got another version, all country version of it that lets it all relates to everything about it, where it lets you know it's about a man losing his wife. But the other versions like boyfriend and girlfriend, stuff like that, but there's a lot of us got a nice ring to them, but they're not that bad. But I got plenty more. But here's the one that I'm trying to find it. If I know where it's at.
So what's up, Deb? What do you need?
Never mind. I got answered.
All right.
I thought it was a
Dibby,
question.
is that dog male or female?
Huh?
Which one?
That one with the Merle.
I got 3 of them that you've seen already.
You got 3 Merles?
3 what?
Merle.
The only Merle I have is right here.
No, Merle. Like the coloration on it was like
the brown. That's female.
This one here's got a more of a catchy ring to it.
She's
like upbeat for it.
Definitely. All right, you ladies ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I need to leave, that's what I keep on.
Uh-oh. It froze. It froze. There it is.
Come here. Stop.
It's cutting in and out there, buddy.
What's
It
that?
happens.
What do you?
It happens.
Hold on. Oh, I got it out here.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, Dad.
Yeah, but dude, if you want, just email me the audio files and I'll play them for you without a problem. I don't care. I like them.
Yeah, I think you should definitely explore that avenue, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's muted.
She might be now discovering, but when they were talking about her, she was like probably about 16, 17.
Yeah.
She is
I'm
probably
sorry,
about
I'm
her
muted.
20s now.
No,
I
you're
believe
good.
that right there. That there should play. I'll try to see if it plays this time.
The
Did
Alexia.
that pop up yet?
Yeah, I got
No,
it.
I think she was 12 in the picture, and the missing flyer, I think it said she was like 14 or 15. I don't even think she's like 17ish. Yeah, she's pretty
Yeah,
young.
she's still young.
Yeah. Yeah, real young.
All right, we got
'Cause-
another one, ladies.
We found her on possible family members.
Really. Well, somebody had said she was on one of theirs, and she was now under the dad's last name, which she's found great. Like she's
But the one
okay.
that we found was in her 20s.
Oh.
I need to leave, that's what I keep on saying.
Bullets.
Your music doesn't like us tonight, oh man. What the hell?
I know it pisses me off too.
Like
I can't believe
said,
that first
bro,
one actually played right.
That's
I'm gonna email them
know,
to you. Let me email them to you and see what you can do with them. If it'll work,
all
maybe I
right,
can do it that way.
you got my
I'll
email
try
or
to
you
email
need
them
it?
to you. Yeah, I think I got the one I had before, but I'll
Yeah,
email them
it's
to
the
you.
same
drop
one.
a
If you
link
can go
in
to
my
TikTok and
comments.
check
I'll put it on. If you drop a link in my
Yeah,
comments on them, I'll put them on my shit.
Well, if
Fuck,
you can go to my
why not?
channel, you can go. As a matter of fact, you can share it with my wife's channel. It matters. It matters. She's got them on her channel
It matters.
Oh,
Yeah,
it matters.
Oh.
Yeah, you
I'll
can
drop
share
the
that
link.
over there.
I'll
I
drop the
think that'll
link.
work. Yeah, if you
Oh,
want to
don't
listen to
you
that,
do the
Well
fuck
Enough
up.
Alone, that's on her channel. I don't know if I can share to your page. I guess I can. It does show share.
You should be
Um,
able
That
to
might
just
work out
copy the
better.
thing and share it anywhere,
yeah,
right?
Dip, you're gonna have to drop that because all I'm getting is songs on my side.
I got you. I'll get it over here.
I
Let me
got
get it
it.
over here.
Well,
I'm gonna
fine,
get
go
all her.
get it.
I'm gonna
Seconds.
share her channel.
I'll be right
I'm gonna
back.
share her channel to the page, to where you can actually see it. I'm gonna see if that'll happen.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna get. I think I got
You're
her
not a
back door.
damn. You're not
I think.
a
Hey, I
mod,
think.
you
I
dork.
think I just got to find out a way. Y'all left the open door. You better watch that. You gotta be careful. See, that's how
Look,
you
just
learn
drop
from
it in my
mistakes.
Look, I got it. So, do you want me to leave?
Yeah,
the
just
link to it?
leave the link,
I don't
but you
care
can
who
share her
says it.
channel to the page, your screen too. If
Yeah.
you want to leave the link, yeah, but you can share it. Where share her to the, just share her channel, whatever video it is. If you want to do the videos, you know what I mean? Go to her videos
Yeah, I
and
can
find
do
that video.
I'm
Because
gonna.
it's on her video side. You just go through. It's it's called Well Enough Alone. It should be on her screen. If you go to her channel, and look on her screen, you can find the video. Yeah, it should be one of the newest ones I put out. That's what I was looking up. Yeah, Dippy.
Ow.
You got to better do all this.
I got the channel link. Hold on.
Well, link to it. Link to the channel and find that video.
I'm going.
Well, that's the problem, is because there's so much crazy shit with everything these days, man.
I know it,
Keywords,
man.
bro. You pulling up,
I just went to my subscription list.
bro. You pull up any type of fucking. You put it in anything, bro. You got like 18 miles of songs. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
Oh, I know it. It's bad. That's why I try to
There
keep.
you go.
I mean, I can't keep all my stuff on my computer. I got to delete it all most of the time because I ain't got enough room for it.
Get out. Listen, go out and get a 2 gig hard drive. I mean a 2 terabyte hard drive. You'll be alright. So you said it's in her videos?
Yeah, go to her videos and look out. Just scroll down. You'll see Well Enough Alone. Should be when you come down. Just click on her video part.
I got you. Hold on.
It should have the white screen on where it says Well Enough Alone.
I got it. No worries.
that's
I got it. And I just gotta share it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit
These
slow
dogs
today.
are about to get on my last damn nerve.
Share it or play it on. There you go. It should
I'll
play
play
pretty
it.
good.
We're right here. Yeah, we're right here.
All right. My wife loves this one.
I got sound on, yeah.
Get it. Love the hats.
I need to leave, that's what I keep on saying. Every time I try, I always end up staying. say, but she's in control, and I can't get away. Night's dark whispers calling out my name. I love the thrill, but I hate the game. My trust for her will never be the same, and I only have myself to blame. Can't shake her, she's in control. Better off gone, but I can't let go. Excites me knowing it's so damn wrong. Can't leave that woman well enough alone. Wake up tired next to her side. She's like a crazy carnivore ride. Nothing good can come from this, I know, but the way she looks at me chills my soul. Desperate to run and feel like lead. Darkness whispering in my head. Feel the danger, but I'm not dead. What keeps me here laying in this bed? Can't shake her, oh, she's in control. Better off gone, but I can't let go. Excites me knowing it's so damn wrong. Can't leave that woman well enough alone. Just shake this love, it sinks so low. Better off gone, but I can't let go. Excites me knowing it's so damn wrong. Can't leave that woman well enough alone. Can't leave that woman well enough alone.
Hey, can I tell you a little secret, guys?
What's that?
I'm on a downloading app that lets me download music.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me
I
how
don't
I
care.
tell me how I put your name in with the name of that song, and you're the first motherfucker to pop up. No joke.
That's a Saturday
That's 'cause-
night song.
That's because a lot of people are listening to it.
I'm downloading it. I don't give a fuck. You're going into my playlist.
I know, I
would
got-
definitely
Pop up.
put that
You
down.
gotta go.
What?
Seriously,
What
go
did it
through the
say?
songs.
Oh, it popped up
It-
on her.
It said yeah. I typed in your name
Uh huh.
with the name of the song, and you're the first
Mhm.
one, and your song is the first one to pop up. Like no joke.
Well, of course, you put his name in it. If you put the title of the
Yeah,
song,
but
that would
Yeah, but
sometimes
it don't-
there's people with the same
That
name
don't
and shit
normally
that
matter.
higher in the algorithm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that don't normally matter on
Yeah.
downloading websites.
Like I can put my kid has a couple videos on there. If I put CBR 1000V, you know, because he's been gone for a few years or whatever. He used to be, as soon as you put that in, his videos would come up. Now, like, I got to go through, like, you know, a couple
Search
pages of
for
it.
him.
'Cause- Yeah, because people, you know,
Right there
they
it is.
put
But
the
I'm
same
dead
song.
ass, y'all. Y'all need to go listen to some of his music. He has some
Bro,
Yeah,
I
no
just
shit.
stole
fucking
that
music
shit.
out there.
I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all seen what I did. I stole that shit, downloaded that shit on my computer, plus I added it to my favorite songs. Like as he's sitting here with me. Like
I
Email-
can't believe he
Yeah,
hasn't gotten no kind of
email
deal
me the
yet.
link to it.
Huh? You wanna? I'm dropping a fucking. Oh, I gotta go back. My dumb ass accidentally hit the wrong button and said "fuck you."
Yeah, but you know how I am with the computer and shit. Can you like email it to me? Because
Yeah.
that way, if I, you know,
I already got the email. I already got my email pulled up. I got you.
cool beans, cool.
I'm glad
Yeah,
I
so
already
did
have it
you-
all. I get all the
you-
music first.
Yeah, you I
I
you
heard
say
of a
you
ding.
got her to a family member,
Oh.
but the age is different.
Yeah.
All right, you're back.
The same girl name, the same name, but
Mm.
in the research that we found, it was that she was in her 20s, I think. I'm pretty sure. Because I don't see them putting anybody under the age of 18 on the family
Do you want
list.
all of his songs, or just the one
Yeah,
song?
I'll go through. Yeah, I'll
All
go
right,
through it.
cool.
I'll,
I'm just
like,
gonna
the
send
ones I
you-
like and shit, I'll share them. You know, I'll share them and shit. Get them out there and stuff.
All right,
But,
I got
yeah,
you.
Dippy, I think when she was on the hill and she was with, I think it was the oldest kid who was what 12 at the time. I think she
When he was 12
was
when
like
someone went
13 or
missing.
14. So you add 3 years. That see, that would still bring her out to like 17 at the most. I don't know.
It
It's just
might
weird.
be. It could be one of his nieces. It could well
Yeah.
be.
But like how
Is that the Alexa girl?
how'd she get
Alexa
there?
girl could be his niece.
Yeah,
Down
but
the
how'd she
same.
get there? And when how'd she get there? When
Well, Sonia, his sister Sonia was frequently there.
You know,
She
that
don't
was
have
another thing too. How Mary
and I
was
think
so
she
eager
lives in
to
Tennessee.
Mary
jump out there
didn't
and
know
talk
have
trash.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I know, but she was
Mary
so eager
never
to
had
come out
nothing
and
to do
just
with them
spill.
kids.
I know
Yeah.
she didn't, but she was so eager to be the one that was asking about. The other sister was the one that he offered the daughter, his son to, wasn't it? Wasn't it his other sister that he asked when he
His
supposedly
real sister. His
real
real
sister, yeah,
sister.
Rhonda or whatever, like was it Rhonda or something like that? Wasn't that his real sister's name?
Sonya.
Sonia.
Sonya.
Sonya.
Okay, Sonya.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like
Alexia is Don's
I think
sister's kid.
I don't think
Now,
Sonya has kids. I think
So that's Sonya's child then, Alexis. That's what you're saying? Because I don't think
But he
Mary
has
had any
I
kids,
another
did she?
sister too. He does have another
That's the
sister.
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
what
A-
was the one you
I
Angela.
can't
tried
remember her name.
touching?
Angela.
Angela. Okay, yeah, Angela.
Are you sure it was dated 2017 or that's just a time stamp on the picture?
I
You can change that at any
Right.
point
well,
in
that's
time.
why I'm saying
Big time.
the kid she's standing with. I think it's the oldest son who looked, it looked just like their kid, and it looked like he was. I wouldn't say he was more than 12 years old, and I mean he wasn't there very much longer after June. That it could have been later. I,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
The kid, the boy looks like he's about 11 or 12 in the picture, and she she's very young looking.
Well,
Like
their oldest kid, he was pretty hefty back then too.
right, but
He looked older than
now
his
how
age
old
right
is he?
away.
Well, how old is he
So,
now? He was
15, I
what,
think,
12 when it happened, right?
like 15.
Right. So that would put her, well, maybe like 18. You know what I mean? I'm thinking.
I don't know.
Yeah. And like when she's standing up on the hill in that picture, you don't see her face. You just see like her
I'm
frame,
trying to remember the picture.
and she's got a black jumper on, and she's got like black hair that you could tell was like dyed a different color on the end, and her hair is kind of pulled up in the back, but like kind of bobbish, and real pale skin, little frame. You know what I mean? And the picture on the missing girl flyer is, of course, front picture, but I could easily see that being the same person. If you look at the hair and you look at the frame, and you know what I mean, it could easily be the same girl. But this one was from I want to say either Ohio or Indiana.
Cameron was wrote on a shed. What?
Well, that could have. Okay, there could
Cameron
be
was
a
wrote
couple of
on the
different
shed.
things with the Cameron thing. That could have been just metal that they got and put up there. It could have been
Well, yeah, but
just it could have been
there's
put up there. It could have been like one of the oldest boy's little girlfriend. You
And
don't
see, it
know.
all
It could have
depends on
been
the
one of the
story you
other
put with
kids
it.
that come around there.
Right.
Yup.
And it all depends
right.
on what kind of what kind of agenda you got. When they push these damn scenarios out there, whatever they think their audiences want to grab to, that's the
Yeah.
sick part about
I
it. Is these
mean,
people will just throw stuff out there and leave a question mark behind it, but people will think it's real.
Mhm.
That must be
Yep.
real, but you've seen it, and that's where they run with it.
I mean,
They don't
it could
question nothing.
that word Cameron can mean absolutely nothing.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
It,
why
we
I
don't
always
know.
try to tell everybody. I said, look, when I come up with something, I show you stuff. Even when I show you receipts, don't take my word for it. You got
Yeah.
Fact
Make
shit in the
check
palm
it.
of your
your
hand
own
right there.
homework.
Research it.
Yep.
Keep yourself
Your-
smart. Don't let technology make you stupid. And that's what I
Yeah.
keep trying
Don't
to
take
say.
my opinion. Make your own opinion.
Exactly. You take
Yep.
it based on
Yep.
yourself. And I welcomed
I was.
everybody's different opinions. I listen to everybody else's conversations,
Yep.
even on email. They
Yep.
send me emails to get situations. I had people talking about the mineral rights, how people was checking on that, the shed downstairs
Yeah.
where the new concrete was put. I mean, they had little
Mhm.
legitimate theories. I wasn't going to
Mhm.
shame them all on that. But that was
It,
the open
you
component of
know.
it. It was communication. And it's just, if you wasn't, but the way Don B and all them act, when I brought out a hash mark, she's coming home. I put that out there. That was something we started running with a little while, 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Don B gonna put out a video saying I'm trying to shut down the investigation. I'm not. I'm
Yo,
a
can I
man.
tell
I'm
you
not
something
gonna
about that
shut down
motherfucker?
nothing. He's an idiot.
It
He's a clown.
Yo,
it
listen, can
fucks
I
with
tell you something
me.
about him?
What about him?
Mm.
Listen,
Who?
back at
Wait.
Don B. Yo,
He's a
back
joke.
Oh,
back
fuck
about
him.
listen, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Listen, about fucking like 9 months after I come out on YouTube,
I
right?
hate that
Dude was
man.
popping off bad about Hunter, and I said, bro, I'll hunt you fucking down, bro. Like I ain't that tight. And then next thing you know, dude's emailing me, apologizing and shit, and saying he's gonna lay off. I said, you fucking better, dude, because you're committing felonies by going on fucking government property. Your little boy's home.
Exactly.
What does
Hell,
that
she
make
already
you
put an
look like?
harassment. She had an harassment case on him, didn't she? Didn't she take him to court? Didn't Candace take him to court for that shit?
I don't know if Candace
I
did.
thought
'Cause,
Candace had something on him.
Oh, he did at one point put a restraining order on him, but it got dismissed.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah, but see what
Fucking crazy.
really fucks with me about this whole case is there are so many scenarios that could perfectly fit. You
Right.
know that most
Oh,
kids
yeah,
But
everything.
we can't say
you're
any
lucky
of
if
them
you
are
can come up
true.
with
I
three.
mean,
Right,
there's
that's
just
why they're theories.
basically
but,
no facts to this damn case.
right,
No.
but like with what has been put out that we think we know or whatever, like there's so many different scenarios that could fit. Like that's why it keeps going and going, because there's no answers on what actually occurred, which we're not actually entitled to. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
regardless of how curious we are or how vested we think we are in this, we don't really have the right to know these fucking
We're not
details.
cops. We don't have exactly. We don't have
Right?
nobody. We don't have nothing on us telling us that we are fucking bound by law. We're supposed to be told exactly what happened to that child. There's a lot of people that think that their mentality's set like that.
We
Well,
are not
by God, we
entitled
need to
to
know.
jack shit.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
what.
right.
And listen,
That's
how
right.
many times have I gone to bed? How many times have I gone to war over people talking shit about Hunter because they want to force me to do this and try to force me to do this and that, and then fucking email me, fucking say, yo, I'll give you X amount of money for a private interview with your kid. Nah, fuck you,
Fuck
bro.
that.
Or to accuse you of doing something with your child and then demand you to put your child on fucking camera to defend herself and defend you because that's
And
the only
then
way
say
we're
you're
gonna believe it. That's
exploiting
horse
'em.
shit. That's fucking horse shit.
And
They
then
want
you're
me to bring my
exploiting
child.
it.
Yeah. They want to accuse
But
me of
when you
something
put
that ain't
your
true.
kid up there, but listen,
it's
when
all
you put your
bullshit.
kid up there, you get when
Nobody
you,
wants to hear it.
But listen, when you do put your kid up there, your kids up there that are around you and shit, you get fucking haterade for that too.
You're fucking a piece of shit for bringing your kid on there and exploiting your child. That's how they work it. It's a double-edged sword. You can't win with these son bitch when it gets started like that.
Look,
No.
think about the ones that are saying that, right?
Yeah, look at their
you have-
families. When you find
you
out, they're a
have-
piece of shit.
You have the one that said it. The one I'm about to say this phrase, and nobody take this to that I'm saying. I'm just telling you what I have heard long time ago. A long time ago, like when this shit first started coming about and everybody started coming out of the woodworks in the beginning, right? We remember one person, three-letter name.
Bro.
No, not you.
I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's talking about.
They came out and said, "Do you want to know how to make money on YouTube?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody was like, "Yeah, sure."
But then
how
it
do you
was
do
twisted. Then it was twisted around to where they made it out like somebody else said it.
Exactly.
And he didn't say it.
And it was like then they were like, find a missing child case and
Exploit the
shit
hell
out.
out of them. Exactly.
So somebody else took that and
made a comment about it.
it.
And they
made
used
a comment about it.
Damn sure
and then
did.
It turned out that
and made that person look
said
like
it.
shit. That made that person look like a vile piece of shit. He never. All he was doing was repeating what the hell she said. That's all he did.
Yeah.
And he became the asshole.
But,
that right there.
That person that started it, for one, honestly, if you look at it now, she didn't fucking lie. Just look at all the fucking
exactly. It's like the truth. It's like the common truth. It's everybody. It's left unsaid. It's better left unsaid.
I
It's
hate
like
to
common.
say it like that, but
that's what everybody's doing.
Actually fucking told
She's
the
actually
truth.
right. That's right.
This platform is an ingenious
that's what they
fucking
do.
idea for money laundering.
Yeah,
like
sure
they
is.
definitely hit on the right fucking thing. If it was a different
Shit, yeah.
subject, I would say it was like fucking genius. But because the subject, it is like I have issues with it. But the motherfuckers tapped into something that was quite fucking lucrative.
And when you say that, it's exactly how you got to feel, because I got so mad at this shit. I was so frustrated with the shit when it was going down. But when you sit back and you take time to pause, and you're right. That's exactly how I thought. You got to look at it. In reality, this is the perfect crime for these damn blue-collar criminals. Instead of getting on the phone scamming people.
Low donations.
Instead of asking for
all
your
different names going through all different, you know what I mean? It's
look how easy they can get
ingenious.
your information. Look how easy it is. Look, you ain't got to go to Grabify no more. You can set up with your own account. Email one of these people that consider you as a friend, because now you're associating with them. Next thing you know everything going on in their damn computer. It's a perfect damn place for criminals, and that's where it's at. And 90% of these evil motherfuckers, every one of them's got a criminal background, or they doing some shady shit.
Hold on. But what about now? Listen.
But you can't hold the background against them, because just because their background is shitty doesn't mean
you don't know about that. But you don't know about that until they go to. See, I never.
Other people did against me.
Trust me.
Exactly. See,
Trust
I never.
me.
That was the problem. They instead of looking at these people won't pay $1.99 for a damn trial with damn
4
people
months.
finders and
I
shit.
have been crucified over my background of shit that
we all
isn't even a fucking issue because none of the shit on my background is really
Dippy,
that
Ernie
fucking
come out
bad.
accusing me of beating a cop's ass, saying I got exonerated for the shit. Even gave him the so-called cop's name. He gave him my lawyer's name from when I was 18 years old for an aggravated assault case. He come out and tell everybody that shit. I come out and give my whole damn background to these people in an hour-long fucking live, telling everybody exactly myself, showing my background, my record, because I paid the $14.99 for the damn back that they won't even pay. But they go in, when you go in, it's pay $1.99. They give you 6 different people with the same name you got. They put it all together, make their own consumption of the shit, and they reinvent you to fit their
I
narrative
put
with
all my
what.
shit out here.
And why they do it, the reason why they're doing it is they want to discredit the truth. They want you to look bad to where they look better. They're not trying to make themselves look better. They're just trying to make you look worse than they are. And that's where it works down. That's why it's still the bottom of YouTube. That's why we never get no better.
Yeah.
You can't climb out of here. Because they got you separate. Once you get involved with a channel and you start doing this shit and you get involved with these people, unless you change your whole channel, change your name, don't come back in the same email address, somebody's going to tag, somebody's going to see you, and then you're going to bring the same people back in. You can never get out of this shit. In other words, I can't just quit talking to y'all and keep continuing because they're gonna keep you suppressed. You can't leave.
Yeah.
But listen,
I mean,
here's
I
my
get what
thing.
you're saying because I know exactly what you're saying.
What do y'all think of a well-known, multi-hundred K subscriber getting involved into this case?
Wait, say that again.
What do you guys think of a multi-hundred K subscriber? I mean, 100K having subscribed, multi-100K having
an
YouTuber,
established channel.
Yeah, that is now getting involved into this case. What do you guys think of that? Good
Look,
idea.
First off, I think that if somebody like that gets involved, that's great because that's keeping the name of the case out there. That part. But to go into it believing what you heard from other people and not doing your own work on it is another.
Right. Yes. But no,
that's where people fuck up.
Yeah, I believe that's
because they believe what other people say instead of doing their own homework.
Now we all know about this guy who's been down there.
Who, Nugget?
Nug. We all know about him going
that son bitch. Ooh.
Listen,
I don't know him. I ain't heard of him.
He's an asshole.
He is he's a dick.
People shouldn't come to their conclusion and act as if it's fact, though. You know what I mean? And
well, if he come out and he showed how people acted, that's something I would like to do, like a documentary on what's happened in the last 3 years. I mean, every one of us has been involved in this shit, how we've been treated, how we've been acting. On that point. But yeah. But if these people come in, these new people come in, and they look at the whole broad spectrum, they see how people went that way, and they look at it and they try to bring the news as this how shitty these people are, instead of taking their shit and running with it.
I will show you a fucking text from like a year and a half ago where this dude was gonna look into the case, and I texted him right away as soon as I found out, and I was like, "Look, I don't, I'm not gonna tell you not to get in the case. I have nothing to do with it." I was like, "But I'm asking you, if you're gonna look into it, don't listen to the people that have like all these subscribers because they're not necessarily telling you the truth."
I've got a text from White Boy Lockdown when the whole time I was even started with damn Summer Wells.
I don't like
he was trying to get his wife was involved in my channel. She was talking to him. He had got kicked out of a little group where he was talking prisoners and ex-prisoners and shit like that because the way he was acting on chomos and everything. He was wanting to try to get in touch with BK. Because he knew me and BK. He wanted to try to get a hold of BK. Been emailing BK and BK wouldn't talk to him. He started calling me. His wife got a hold of one of my damn moderators, and she got involved with me. I said, "Yeah, fine, talk to him." I didn't know what it was about. He kept trying to get on BK. I said, "Man, right now we're talking about Summer Wells, man. He's talking about, I'm staying far away from that. I ain't want nothing to do with that. I don't mess with true crime. I'm just talking to him." Then here it is, a year later, 2 years later, he's doing what he's doing now. But yeah, he's the same damn way.
You know what that is?
Whatever.
You know what that is? He got off the block and he looked for the next thing to take advantage of.
Exactly. Well, because he wouldn't give him time of day. He wanted somebody to go after and want somebody to play with. There's people that'll sit there and they work that game. That game gets played. They sit there and work with each other. The back and forth is part of the game.
All right, I got a different insight on certain things. When he came out the box, first off, the story you came out with and how you supposedly came about doing this, like, and certain people pushing up on you on the block, and you ain't got enough scar tissue. Then he did an interview with somebody who claimed to be part of somebody that they weren't, like straight out, like, and he labeled it as if this person was, already patched. Like he was a probate for a support club who didn't even make it through his, prospect fucking period. And you're claiming it as, you know what I mean? Dude, you're full of shit.
That's just
Full
like being a
fucking
bounty
shit.
hunter. That's like going to a damn seminar on bounty hunters. The man that was going to
How
do the
the
seminar
fuck
gets
that
sick.
short leg
He gets
motherfucker gonna
sick.
catch anybody?
The man
His
gets
legs are
sick.
like this big. You ain't catching nobody.
3 people showed up at a seminar. The man gets sick. So Ernie picks up the paperwork he was going to use and gets up on the stage and does the seminar. And now he becomes a bounty hunter. That's how simple that shit is. He ain't no shit picked up, no found no child. He's just recorded bullshit and made it happen. It's all about a movie. It's all a big game. He's a fucking joke.
But yet again, listen, for those who are out here actually trying to, do the right thing and
Yeah.
get the
When he
right
did that shit
facts
on Nana,
out there, you ain't got you got all this clout and all these clout
Nana's
chasers.
Angels, that was bullshit. That pissed me
yo,
off.
She
dude,
went
not
off on
only
him for
like you
that.
got
That's
no
why
credibility,
that's why he
you
come
got
after me.
no
That was
fucking
it. I forgot about that.
credibility.
Yep.
That's why he come after. Because I
That's why
told him he
he
owed an
started
apology.
with you, because you
I
went
told him he
after
better
him.
take the video down. He deserved it. He owe her damn family an apology. I said, take the fucking video down. Oh, that's when he went to them dancing with a dog and a damn wife, bestiality all over the place on the screen.
That
And he
was
goes to jail.
fucking
But
raw.
Karma's a bitch.
That,
Karma's a bitch because in that damn night
ain't
later
it
on after
though?
he got through, he thought he won. Yeah, his ass went to jail after that.
Listen, if it wasn't for
Stupid ass.
Nana's Angels, I wouldn't even know who the fuck Dippy was.
Well, I told him in the
No,
beginning when
yes,
he
you
like,
would. I was here before Nana's Angels
I
was.
I met
didn't
Dip. I
even
met
know
Nana's
like
Angels. I met her through.
Dumbass, I was your mom.
I
I
yo,
seen
listen,
him
you
maybe
know how long it's
once or
been. I
twice.
forget,
I
bro.
just didn't like the way he spoke or the shit he was conveying. So I never really watched him. And then all of a sudden, I think it might have been Andrew. I was in an argument with or whatever, and it gets filtered down to me that like he made some kind of comment. Him and BK supposedly made comments that day, and I was like, I sat there for a minute. I was like, yo, hold up, this fucking block, nah, like ain't no block bitch gonna like,
Let me tell you something about that man. I had a moderator on my channel that was kin to his wife, and she was very worried and concerned about what's going on.
I remember that live.
We had found out that she put an ultimatum on him that basically he was going to stop doing what he was doing. She come home and she found him dealing in the house. She said it was enough. Her daddy had just helped them pay that mortgage on that house, and they were buying that house. That was part of the deal. He turned around after the guys left the house after making the deal. He turned around and held her in his room, would not let her leave the room. He ended up putting a padlock. He put a padlock on the inside the door and the outside the door. So when she slept at night, he'd sleep on top of her with the key in his pocket. And whenever he'd wake up, he would go out of the room. He'd lock the door on the outside. When he'd come back, if she wanted to go out, she had to go out with him. When she go to the bathroom,
I
lived
that life.
She was telling us
this. That ain't nothing but a fucking punk ass motherfucker.
We had done
you gotta go sleep on top of her.
Yep. Her dad was going to get her.
Any other way?
Yep. We had them made arrangements. Her dad was going to pick her up, and at the last minute, I was finally told by the kin of hers that what was really going down is he'd already got her hooked on damn pills. The pills he was slinging. That's how he kept her, and that's why she's still there today.
Yep.
Because
That's the first time I ever
know.
heard you was you and BK did that live that day, and kind of concerned about her and shit, and I was in that.
But that happened 2 years ago. When all that happened 2 years ago, I've had a lid on it the whole time until he went to talking about Nanas. It pissed me off. Then he wanted to jump on my ass with some fake shit about me from them damn other people, and I said, enough's enough.
But listen,
you know what that is, though, bro? That's to cover what the fuck he's doing because he don't want nobody to know that he's that insecure little fucking punk who can't even keep a broad. Dude, you offer nothing. Like
that happens. That's not that. That is
as soon as he gets
right. But there's people out there that
need what you have, she wouldn't be there.
And she didn't need him. And she was getting over. She was already an addict. There's nothing wrong with that. You're addicted to something. You're fighting that shit. She was a nurse. She became a nurse. She was doing a good job. She was handling her own.
Right. He
ended up pulling her back in. He pulled her back in to control her. And that happens every day. That's happening to a lot of people every day. There's a lot of people
I live that
Here's my thing. What is your take?
My old man used to sleep with me all the time.
But listen, what is Griff, knowing that you're here now? But what is your take on Benny calling me literally within fucking less than 12 hours before he goes in?
Yeah, that was weird.
He didn't just ring me once. He rang me twice, bro. On my cell phone number. Not on,
Before he did what? Before what?
Before
he got picked up.
Well, see, I mean, I don't know at the time. Was y'all discussing anything at the time? Because I didn't.
No,
I've been talking to him.
Nothing with him. I wasn't.
It was not too long after you and Benny spoke to him.
Benny had been doing a lot of soul searching. I'm telling you, before all that happened, let me tell you when it happened with Benny. There's a lot of things that don't have nothing to do. In other words, him trying to call you probably didn't have nothing to do with him getting picked up. It wasn't that he was trying to
Mm.
give you any kind. What he's doing a lot of changes. A lot of things was going in his mind.
Mm.
Benny, like we
Mm.
talked about him saying the terroristic shit he used to do. You know, we've all said we all had that conversation that night. We was talking about the shit that he used to do. A lot of things was changing. But let me tell you
I think.
something. The reason why he went to jail was
Mm.
because Nicolina
Laws.
had been calling the goddamn judge every fucking day. She come up with a goddamn an old damn clip from one of his videos a year earlier, where he's doing a
Mm.
video with somebody and he's talking about taking them some pills and it makes him have anxiety attacks. He's talking to somebody
Mm.
on the phone, didn't realize he was still alive from a year ago. She put it to
Mm.
the judge. It was new. Being in Texas, you don't play around that shit. They don't take no time to. They all of a sudden shut the shit down. Why that's going
Yeah.
on? White boy lockdown. White boy lockdown is calling the jailhouse as a
Mm.
detective, acting like,
Yo,
and he
ain't
goes up there as a fucking detective and as a gay cop, wanting to have a damn conversation with damn Benny. Benny ends up going to solitary confinement while he's in jail. Now these fuckers,
yo.
I'm not playing. That's bullshit. That's what happened. They're
How
clowns.
fucked up is Don that, like, first off, you're a borderline career fucking criminal, and you're
Yeah,
sitting back, and your boy just pulled some shit like that. Your boy just dry snitch,
exactly.
went out of his fucking way to try to
Uh-huh.
pull some shit on this. You know what I mean? What are you mad at Benny for?
Calling
Benny
Benny a fucking narc and shit like that, and he's going in
yeah,
there
like
portraying a damn
you
a
trying
cop.
to get him beat
But
the fuck
that's
up
my
on the
thing.
block.
But
Yeah,
listen, that's my
Yeah,
thing though.
that
That's
that
why
was some
I was.
fucking
But
pussy
that's my
ass
thing.
shit right there.
I'm
yeah,
not.
it is.
I'm
That was
still not understanding why he gave me a ring a dang twice in within literally 12 hours
There's
of
no
getting off
telling
the
what the
phone.
conversation would have been about. I really couldn't. I can't speculate on that because I mean
I mean,
he
at
was
the
actually
time,
He
my
was
baby was
trying
dead.
to be. He's trying to
right,
change
but
the
he's
yeah.
way
touching. I'm just saying there's a
But
possibility it could have been an open door on that. I mean,
right,
I'm not
but you
saying
remember shortly after I went up, I did a live, and the title of it was "Yo, Benny, you good?" Because it
Maybe he
yeah.
was
literally
knowing he was
concerned me.
going, Andrew, and he wanted you to stay on like
No,
where
he didn't. It was a whim. He didn't know. He was sitting there.
y'all
And
He
were.
was unaware. He wasn't. He was unaware when he didn't have
Yeah.
a clue.
he thought
He
Wow.
didn't have
he
no
thought he
aware.
was just going for a hearing.
He
Yeah,
was
that's
just
right.
probably touching, just
Well,
hollering
I'm
at
just
you or
saying,
something. He was
I
bad
don't
about doing
know.
that
Yeah,
to
but
me.
why
I'll
isn't
reach
White
out.
Boy charged with that shit? And
Catch me
and I
twisted.
just listened to some shit he did like last week or whatever to that Molly, not Molly. What's that chick with the horn?
Bullhorn.
Bullhorn Betty, yeah,
Or
Bullhorn Betty,
Yeah,
yeah,
Bullhorn Betty.
calling the cop shop, on her when she's coming through Tennessee and said, "Well, like, you're already a fucking block bitch.
Mhm.
You got to be a snitch too,
Well,
and
it
like
could
one
be.
for the fucking hell of it.
And
You
look,
ain't
I'm
even
not going.
facing none."
I'd be a fool if I didn't say this. If I didn't say it this way, because I wouldn't be
I'll
me.
be
I'm
in
just.
a
I'm just going
minute.
to state the obvious. I'm going to be honest. Andrew, another reason why he could have been calling you was just to do like everybody else does. Get something set up something. Just sit there and
Yep.
talking to you about something that just get you riled up on something, get you on his mind to where you're talking, and then all of a sudden it sets up another damn scenario where he gets the views. I mean, that's part of being a
But
showman. That's part of the deal, man. That's something I've learned. It. I'm
oh
not
yeah,
saying I've
but
done it, but I could just see that happening. I mean, it's a
But
possibility.
oh
Grib,
yeah, but
Y'all were
listen,
if
I
going
you
gotta
back and
look
shut this
forth,
at
man.
down.
if
I
you
gotta
look
shut
at the
this
way
down. Mike is
Benny
calling.
talked to him,
Okay.
every time Benny like interacted with him, it was a different level, like than
Yeah.
Benny normally does. Like there's
Yep.
something with Andrew that
Right.
Benny was
same
like.
thing with AB and
I
Andrew.
think he was. Yeah, I
He
think he
brings
was
more to the table. It's like
wholeheartedly.
it was basically just something. It was a good. It was a grab. It was a good attention grabber, and it actually
No,
worked. I mean,
I
with
think
certain
he
people.
wholeheartedly was trying to instill some shit into him, so
I
he
think it
didn't do
was.
some of
It
the
could have
same
been.
dumb shit that Benny
I
Yeah.
did.
took that from
You
the
know what I mean?
conversation we had, the three-way conversation me and Andrew and Benny had that
Yep.
night. The way Benny, we were all communicating. The conversation, there would have been no reason if we didn't give a shit. We wouldn't be talking to you. We wouldn't have had that
Right,
conversation.
right.
The
That's
bottom line is
exactly.
we've all been played by these fools before. We all
Yep.
know how this game's played. Just sitting down
But
there and being
I
common sense.
I
That's the way
have
it
to
goes.
shut this down, guys. Wifey's calling, and it is 1:12 my time.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I got to go
Are
too.
you
Well,
ready?
it
Yeah.
was very nice conversating with y'all.
I appreciate
Andrew,
it, man. I
send me that
appreciate it. Enjoy
music,
it.
and
I
yeah,
already
they're
did.
like,
Check your emails.
all right,
All
There's
right.
plenty
give
more
me,
on there.
yeah,
What?
cool. I'll definitely. I'm a
I
music
gotta go.
freak, but
Y'all
if
go,
you
man.
you find anything else about that Alexia, like, let me know, please.
Yo, listen, we
Bye,
can all
y'all.
reconvene sometime tomorrow if y'all want, as long as
Sounds
it's not
good.
so late.
I'm
Sounds
down.
good.
I'm down.
All
Well,
right.
you know,
I'll
Evening.
all
catch
you have
y'all
to do is
later.
send me the link.
All right, man. Y'all be good.
All
All
right.
right, peace. Good night,
Love
y'all.
you, man.
Good night. God bless
Good
y'all.
night.
Good night.
God bless.
You too.